May the Buddha bless me, Peter Lake, and finding my long-lost daughter soon.
Mr. Lake.
Mrs. Lake.
We have found Ms. Lake. Where is she?
With the bakers in Jeanton.
Quick, send someone to bring my daughter back. Yes, sir. I, Peter Lake, will continue to do good deeds and contribute to society with gratitude to Buddha for helping me find my daughter. Daughter.
No, Gavin.
What are we going to do if my sister finds out?
Let her. She's just a fake heiress anyway. The person I truly want to marry is you.
Gavin, you jerk.
Me?
How could you do this?
Amy, how could you treat Gavin like this? You know
That I'm still your sister, right? Do you know who he is? He is your future brother-in-law.
Amy, since you've already seen this, let me just tell you the truth. The person I truly love is Belle.
not you.
Besides, Belle is the real heiress of the Bakers. You're not.
You saying?
Amy. We haven't told you. We took the wrong child home. Truth is, Belle is.
Real daughter.
This marriage is for Belle. She and Gavin are meant to be united.
What?
This is the DNA report.
Now you know. You're not our biological daughter. Pack your things and leave. Amy, you're not clinging to us, are you? If not for you, Belle wouldn't have suffered.
We've already found your real parents. They'll be here to pick you up today.
Are you that eager to kick me out? Fine. I'll leave.
Amy.
I had the maid prepare some snacks for you. Take them with you.
Yeah,
I heard.
biological family from Tyser County, the poorest area.
In the country.
Better take these, might not eat them again. That's fine.
You brat. What's with the attitude? Wait until you get there. You'll suffer.
Mom, don't be mad.
Amy is upset. Her biological parents
Are unemployed and she has 5 brothers who haven't married. Plus a seriously ill grandmother. Amy, you're destined to be beneath me for the rest of your life. Don't come back.
That's enough.
I'm sorry.
What kind of car is this? Embarrassing having it here. Can't imagine how poor that family must be. This car might—
Rented a car. Rear-ended by a truck, so borrowed a van from the repair shop. Checked the van. It's safe to drive. Please wait a moment. Mr. and Mrs. Lake have prepared gifts for your adoptive parents.
This is a token of appreciation.
Gift boxes were damaged. I replaced them. What can you?
fit in cheap bag. We don't need anything from you.
You're too much.
Take your things and leave. Don't dirty the floors.
You. Forget it.
Amy, when you get there, be sure to behave. Focus on things over there. And don't worry about us. Got it?
So they're drawing the line there, huh? Let's go, Ivan.
Okay.
Can't believe the baker
Did that.
Fortunately, they didn't accept the expensive gifts Mr. and Mrs. Lake prepared.
They're really so poor, driving around in such a cheap car.
It's embarrassing. They probably can't afford to rent something better.
How hard will life be for Amy when gets there?
Belle, Amy is not with our family. If she asks for money,
Don't lend it to her.
Let's go.
Ivan, are we going to Tyser County now?
Tyser County? That's where Mr. and Mrs. Lake used to live. But now, they stay in Jeanton. Mr. Lake was worried you'd be hungry, so he's booked a restaurant. I'll take you there now.
Is my necklace in place? Is my hair messy?
Mom, your necklace is perfect. Your hair is fine. You're the most beautiful mom in the world.
Flattering me, you little rascal. I'm just nervous about meeting Amy.
Ivan, are my parents really here?
This is one of your family's restaurants. Mr. and Mrs. Lake are waiting in the private room. Welcome, Ms. Lake. Ms. Lake, please come. Sir, ma'am, Ms. Lake is here. Little sister's cute. She has definitely inherited our family's genes.
Stop it, you'll scare her. My baby girl. I've finally found you. Let me take a good look at you.
Daughter is back. Be happy. Let's sit down and talk. We don't want to tire her out.
Yeah,
Come, have a seat.
Amy,
I'm Hugo Lake, your eldest brother.
Hugo Lake? The richest man in the country. Hugo Lake?
Is there another Hugo Lake in Jeanton? I thought my family was supposedly poor.
How could they be the richest in the country?
Amy, come sit. Tell us how you've been. Were the bakers good to you?
I've been fine. And the bakers have treated me well.
It was all our fault. We lost you by accident.
Ended up with another family. Amy, we've been searching for you all these years. The records at the hospital had been destroyed in a fire. Only recently did we find out that Fiona Nash was at that hospital too. Accidentally took you home. Biological daughter, Bella Baker, was taken by a janitor.
the Bakers aren't wealthy. Amy, you must have suffered a lot growing up there.
Amy, no worries. From now on, your parents and your brothers won't let you suffer anymore.
Yeah. If you need anything, come to me. I'll handle it.
And me.
Protect you.
So, this is what it feels like to be cherished by your family? I wonder who'd dare bully me now. Thank you, everyone. Mom, I need the restroom.
Sure, go ahead.
Amy, why are you here?
We've found your biological father. What are you doing here?
Amy, you're not here to disrupt our wedding discussions with the Green family, are you?
Amy,
You should stop bothering. I didn't like you before. And I still don't like you now. Bella is the only one I care about. I won't marry you. About it.
Don't worry. I don't like to pick up trash.
Watch your words.
Amy, I know you're upset about leaving the Bakers
Losing Gavin.
and losing. But he needs a wife who matches his status. And not someone poor like you.
Exactly. I don't want your entire family to leech off of me.
did you come back because of how poor your family is, so you couldn't take it, and came back hoping we'd let you stay? Dream on. Rid her. Before she starts leeching from us.
Amy, I know leaving the Bakers was a big blow to you. You came here acting. Coincidence, actually. You're hoping we'd take you back, right?
What? You really think too highly of yourselves. I'm here to have dinner with my family.
This is.
A high-end restaurant. A meal here
Costs thousands.
Family.
has gone bankrupt. You can't afford a dish.
You're just here to beg for money, aren't you? Fine. Here is.
$1,000.
Take it. And get out.
Just this much? Baker's going bankrupt?
You! Fine. Here's a few hundred more. Just leave. Don't cause trouble.
You brat. Take the money and get out. You dare stare at me?
Mom, don't be mad. Amy might just be used to living in luxury at the baker's. Amy, take the money. It's not much, but it should cover your family's expenses for a month.
Belle. If she doesn't want it, don't give it to her. From now on, you're no longer connected with the bakers. Don't come looking for us even if you starve to death.
One day. You'll regret everything you're saying today.
You regret it?
Ms. Lake,
What did you call her?
why are you here?
Are you saying that Amy is the daughter of the Lakes?
Yes. Mr. and Mrs. Lake would like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Baker for taking care of Ms. Lake. So they have prepared a very generous $1 million.
What? $1 million?
Here it is. $1 million in cash. And here's a mansion. And some quality supplements.
This mansion.
Premium location in Jeanton. Supplements.
Are so rare that even money can't buy them. These are tokens of appreciation from Mr. and Mrs. Lake.
Family? Enticer County poor? Where get so much money?
Exactly. I heard Amy's biological parents are unemployed. I don't think they could even afford $10,000. Let alone $1 million.
Mr. and Mrs. Lake? I think you're just Amy's poor father. Asking Dad to pretend to be the family driver. How shameless. Amy.
Did you do this because your own family is?
So hard up.
You had to get your poor dad to put on an act.
Amy, no need to do this. We won't look down on you. You.
Mr. and Mrs. Lake wanted to show their gratitude to you guys since.
Taken care.
Of Ms. Lake. I can't believe this is how you treat Ms. Lake.
Finished acting? What can poor people like you even afford? This bag looks awful. I bet it's filled with junk.
Forget it. Don't waste your time on them. They don't deserve gifts from my parents.
I bet they're all just a bunch of trash.
You.
You're too much. Open your eyes and see for yourselves.
This is a mansion at Havenville. It's worth $100 million.
This premium handbag was auctioned off last year for $5.2 million. That's expensive. Also, this ginseng. Mushrooms aren't
Available in the market. Mr. Smith, do you know that girl? I heard she's not even the baker's real daughter. Biological parents in Tyser County are poor. They're both unemployed. She also has a sick grandmother and 5 unmarried brothers. Life's going to be tough for her.
Let's go.
Don't be fooled. I bet it's all fake.
Mrs. Baker is right. They're poor. How could they afford these? This cash must be fake too.
How ignorant are you to think? Richest family in the country is broke?
Amy. The actor you hired is convincing. Not bad.
Forget it, Ivan. These fools aren't worth our time. Let's go.
Yes, Ms. Lake. Thanks to the Bakers for raising Amy. Without them, we wouldn't have been reunited.
They didn't accept gifts we asked.
Ivan to send over.
I don't even know how to thank them.
The Bakers run a clothing company.
We invest in it? They don't know us, so won't refuse.
Business deal.
Sounds good.
Project worth $1 billion.
That's suitable.
I'll get Kevin to start working on it.
Amy must be crazy. pretending to be rich in front of us. Think she could fool
Could fool us? Amy might be struggling to accept all this, happening so suddenly.
Whether she accepts it or not, that's her fate. She's destined to be poor for the rest of her life.
Hello? What? Lake Corp wants to work with us?
Of course.
I'll be there on time tomorrow. Okay,
Dad, is it true? Lake Corp wants to work with us?
true. Belle, this project is worth 1 billion.
find.
A place in the sun.
Belle. You're our lucky star, as soon as back landed contract with Lake Corp. Unlike Amy, who's only brought us trouble.
Mr. Baker,
Our families go way back.
Belle and I.
Are getting married soon. Counting on you to look out.
For family future.
Of course. Belle is our only daughter. Eventually, everything we have will be yours.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Let's go.
Welcome home, Ms. Lake. Welcome home. V.
Amy, from now on, this is your home.
Let me show you around.
Zero.
Amy, this is your room, specially designed.
For you.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Your mom said girls like pink. So, she set up this princess room. For you.
It's okay if you don't like it. Prepared a few other styles. Let's go have a look.
It's perfect, Mom.
Glad you like it. Surprise awaits. Let me show you.
Amy. These are all the gifts from Mom, Dad, and us brothers.
Amy, we regret.
Not watching you grow up. Making up.
For the 22 birthdays we've missed. Hope you like them.
Amy. Mom and Dad missed your childhood. So this is our way of making it up to you. I hope you don't blame us.
Of course not.
Amy. $5 million. As pocket money from your mom and me.
No, Dad, that's too much.
It's not too much at all. Your mom and I were worried it wasn't enough.
Amy, I have something for you.
Me too. And me. Me too.
You guys. Why didn't you tell me about this?
Why not thoughtful? Like us, preparing something for Amy?
Amy, add me on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Add us too.
Me too.
And me.
I was first. One at a time. Get in line. Send pocket money. Make sure to accept.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, brothers.
Silly girl, no need to be so polite with family.
Amy, we're so happy to have you back. Welcome home, Amy.
Silly girl, why are you crying?
Mom.
Don't cry.
Want a hug too?
Me too.
Hugo, Jason, Chad, Sam, Ken. Why are you here?
Amy, who do you want to spend time with today?
Of course.
She'd come with me. Amy,
Cherry blossoms are in the park.
go see them?
What's so special about cherry blossoms? Amy. How about we go racing? Racing? What if it scares her? Amy, go to a music show with me. Amy.
Signing ceremony at the office. Want to come with me and check it out?
Sure. Then, I'll join. The rest of you next time.
Okay. Then, you'll have Amy for a day.
Okay.
Amy, there's an urgent matter I have to handle. Go inside with Eric, I'll be back soon.
Alright.
The signing will proceed. If I don't make it back in time, let Amy attend to it on behalf of Lake Corporation. Yes, Mr. Lake. Go on.
John, look at this place. So luxurious.
Looks like Lake Corp values.
Our family
Would they?
offer us a $1 billion deal? Lake Corp must see great potential in our company. We're going to make it this time.
Mr. Baker, congratulations. With Lake Corp's investment, your family will have a great future. Mr. Baker, don't forget us. When you make it big,
I still need your support in the future.
you're too modest. Come inside.
Why is she here?
Mr. Baker, know her?
She was our adopted daughter. Recently, I helped her find her biological parents.
But she was too ashamed to return to them because they're so poor. She's pestering us, wanting to stay.
That's so ungrateful. No matter how poor parents are.
Can't reject them.
At a young age. Already chasing wealth and power. What kind of person? What will she be when grown?
I'm sorry for the trouble. I'll get her to leave right away.
Amy, why do we keep seeing you wherever we go? We've already made it clear. Even if you cling to us, we won't take you in.
You don't think.
I want to return to the Bakers, do you? Then what are you doing here, all dressed up? Just because you rented that dress doesn't mean you're one of.
Amy, your family's situation is not as good as ours. Don't spend money recklessly. What will you do when you run out of money?
Why are you even here? I bet she knows about the project we're on and is hoping.
To get money from us.
Yeah, Lake Corp has offered Baker Group a deal of $1 billion. If she stays with her poor family, she'd never see that kind of money.
You turned down the money we'd offered you.
Are you back?
To get a cut of this project?
Hugo gave the project to the Bakers? Yes, Ms. Lake.
Why hadn't I noticed how pretty Amy was before?
Has a great figure. Gavin. Who guy?
Standing next to Amy? Who else could it be? Maybe someone she's hooked up with. Otherwise, how could she even get in here?
A bunch of clueless fools. You don't deserve to work with Lake Corp.
Who are you? To talk to us like that?
Amy, you're shameless. You just left me but immediately found another man. And he's so much older than you. You really can't live without a man, huh?
Amy. He's older than you. Don't be fooled.
Stop acting. Do you think everyone's blind like you? And unsure what you're really like?
You.
That's enough.
Calm down. Amy, this isn't the place. You should leave. Don't jeopardize our partnership with the Lakes. I won't be nice.
You won't be nice to me?
Then I'm afraid the Lakes won't work with you at all.
Amy.
Who do you think you are? You're just a poor girl from a rural area. Think you have influence over the Lakes?
Amy. After today, our family will be billionaires. If you treat us better, maybe we'll be generous enough to give you and your poor family help.
Then I'll also give you some advice. Treat me.
Treat my family well, or lose the deal.
With Lakes.
You brat. How dare you curse us? See what happens when you mess with us.
Amy, how could you push Mom?
Rude girl.
Who do you think you are?
To speak arrogantly? The Lakes look highly upon us.
Do you think your small company is worthy of their attention? The only reason they're working with you is to repay the debt for raising all these years.
But you don't deserve it.
The Lakes will not work with you.
Saying the Lakes are working with us. Due to you, Amy. You're going to claim you're the long-lost daughter of the Lakes?
That's right.
Amy, you're really shameless. How dare you impersonate the daughter of the Lakes? You've crossed the line.
The Lake's daughter disappeared at birth. No one knows if she's alive or dead. Even the Lakes have never released information about her. You should stop with your nonsense.
Exactly.
Won't end well.
If you offend the Lakes, Amy,
The Lakes are working with us because they see potential.
in our company.
Stop messing around.
Amy, are you not in your right mind? Because you got kicked out? How about we take you?
To psychiatrist?
I think she's just desperate and will do anything for money.
You're here for money, right? Fine, here's $1,000. Take it. I know leaving the Bakers was hard on you, but those are your real parents. You can't just ignore them. This money should last a while. Here, take it.
You should keep them for yourself. After all, without the deal with the Lakes, your family would suffer.
I gave you money.
And you,
Curse me back?
Amy. Signing ceremony, Mr. Lake prepared for Mr. Baker. How dare you impersonate their daughter? Neil, apologize to Mr. Baker. Now.
I'm telling you the truth. If I say you won't get the deal with the Lakes, then you won't. Don't believe me? Wait and see.
About to begin. All guests, please take your seats.
Ceremony is starting. I'll let this slide. Let's go.
Hi, Mr. Baker.
Film it. Well, let everyone know that the Lakes
Are working with the Bakers. Mr. Baker, with support of the Lakes, the Bakers will soon be among top 4 elite families. Keep us in mind when it happens.
Don't worry. You'll get your perks.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Now, let's welcome the representative from Lake Corp on stage. Give it up.
Hugo said, if he doesn't make it back in time, I'll take over.
Amy. They call for.
Lake Corp's rep on stage, not you.
What you doing?
I am the representative of Lake Corp.
How dare nobody like you say you are the rep for Lake Corp? Are you done?
This is Lake Corp.
Messing with.
You've really got some nerve.
Amy, get down. Do you know where you are? Stop embarrassing yourself.
Amy, get down now before Lake Corp people arrive. Or they won't let you off.
Since you don't believe me, then I'll show you.
Why do you have Lake Corp's contract?
I told you. I'm the representative of Lake Corp. Contract is with me.
How possible? That must be fake.
It has Lake Corp's official seal. It has to be real. Amy, hand it over.
You little brat, hand it to us. You. Amy, are you crazy?
I've said it. Lake Corp.
Won't work with you. You.
How dare you tear up Lake Corp's contract? You're disrespecting Lake.
Amy, troublemaker. I'll make you pay.
Let go of me.
You little brat. You've got some nerve.
Let go. Regret it when Mr. Lake.
Arrives. Regret? The Lakes signed the contract with us. We'll be billionaires. I'd like to see who'll regret then.
Stop. How dare you mess? The Lakes?
You brat.
Amy.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Who think you are? To interfere here?
Amy.
You're impressive.
You change men like you change clothes.
Stop trash talking. Say one more word. I'll make you pay.
How dare you hit me?
Amy. Are you jealous that we're about to sign a deal with the Lakes? You had someone hit Gavin?
Amy, leave now. Mr. Lake will be upset if he finds out you caused trouble at the signing ceremony.
Is this how the Bakers treated her before?
What does it matter to you?
If that case, then don't work with us for the Lake Corp's project.
Lake Corp?
Are you saying you're Mr. Lake?
Mr. Lake? Mr. Lake, it's an honor to meet you.
Mr. Lake,
We didn't expect you to come personally.
Had not, wouldn't have known. You treated her this way.
Mr. Lake. Relationship status. With Amy?
We're not related.
Amy has reasons for doing this.
I'll agree.
So, Mr. Lake, you're here for the deal signing ceremony, right? Let's get on with it.
How do you have nerve to discuss the deal after causing a scene?
No, Mr. Lake, misunderstood. She started it.
Mr. Lake,
Little brat caused trouble. She doesn't know what it means to offend you. Apologize to Mr. Lake now.
Mr. Lake, Mrs. Baker.
Who started it? No, untrue. Don't listen to him. He is close to Amy, so he defends her.
Are you saying I can't tell right from wrong?
No, Mr. Lake. That's not what I meant.
Shut up. Apologize to Mr. Lake.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Don't apologize. To me, but her.
Want me to apologize to her?
Yes, on your knees.
Who is she? Why apologize to her? Never.
Then you can just await bankruptcy.
No, Mr.
It was a misunderstanding. Please, don't hold it against us. I saw for myself.
At the ceremony, think a word. We'll just fix everything?
What are you doing? Apologize.
Hit me? What have I done to have to apologize to her?
You ruined the signing ceremony and you still don't know what you done wrong? Do you want to ruin our company?
Even Mr. Lake is defending this brat? Mr. Lake, it was Amy.
Who tore up the contract?
Mom was furious and scolded.
Yes, Mr. Lake. She pretended to be the Lake Corp rep. I was trying to protect your company reputation.
So, should I be thanking you?
That's not what I meant.
You don't get to teach her a lesson. If this is your attitude, then we should just cancel the signing today.
Shut up, all of you. Now, get on your knees. Apologize to Amy. Kneel?
Want me to kneel to her?
You! I'm telling you, if you don't kneel and apologize, I'll divorce you. Kneel!
I was wrong. Sorry.
I said kneel and apologize.
You're Mr. Lake. What's your proof? Bet you're just another one of Amy's actors.
Yeah, we've all heard of Mr. Lake, but have never seen him. One could easily impersonate him.
Yeah, John. Amy must be trying to ruin our deal with Lake Corp. And hired to put on an act.
Do I, the CEO of Lake Corp, need to impersonate anyone?
Hugo, these people won't believe it unless they see it with their own eyes.
Hugo? Amy, is he your brother from your poor family? A poor man pretending to be the CEO of Lake Corp? You are out of your mind.
Amy, we worked so hard to raise you and this is how you repay us? By ruining signing? I'm so disappointed.
Grandma, who'd raised me. Not you.
You ungrateful brat. You and your people should get out of here. Don't mess up our deal with Lake Corp. Get out.
You don't even deserve the deal with Lake Corp.
Who are you to say that? Or are you trying to say that you have the power to make decisions for Lake Corp?
Fine. Let me show you if I make the decisions for Lake Corp.
Oh.
Cancel the deal with Baker Group immediately.
Do you think a mere phone call
Can stop deal.
with Lake Corp?
Who knows who you called?
It might have just been to ATT.
Young man,
You're still.
why get involved in scams? Just leave.
You wouldn't want to mess with Lake Corp.
Bunch of idiots.
You. Trying to help, but you don't appreciate it.
Amy, considering our relationship, if you kneel and apologize to me now, I'll forgive you for your mistakes.
If you've got time for this nonsense, you should worry about your own family.
Hello? Hi, Mr. Cox. What? Lake Corp has canceled our deal?
What?
Mr. Cox called and said we've offended someone we shouldn't have.
Could he really be Mr. Lake?
Oh, God, Mr. Lake, it's my fault. I didn't recognize you. Forgive me and give us another chance.
If you mess with me, even your entire fortune won't cover the damage.
No, Mr. Lake, don't.
Forget it. Let's go.
I'll let you off today. If this reoccurs, I'll make sure the Bakers don't survive in Gene Ton.
We're doomed. Offended Mr. Lake.
We'll lose.
The $1 billion deal.
Dad, I think Amy and Mr. Lake are close.
What?
Relationship? John. How could Amy have any connection to Mr. Lake?
Amy referred to him as brother, so he can't be Mr. Lake.
She hired him. Then,
Why did Mr. Cox say we'd offended someone we shouldn't?
could it be Amy? Trouble at Lake Corp?
You're right.
Ungrateful girl.
We must have been blind to raise her.
Dad, apologize to Mr. Lake with a gift.
You're right. Let's head back and prepare one for Lake Corp.
Oh, there's an auction in Chinatown this afternoon. They are featuring a painting by Mr. Lake's favorite artist, Chase Lane.
If we buy,
Painting. Mr. Lake.
Might.
Forgive us. Bid on Chase's painting. Go!
Amy, why did you say we weren't related?
Hugo, you saw yourself how greedy and selfish.
The Bakers are.
If they knew I was Lake's daughter,
They'd.
leech off of me.
Amy. You've suffered so much. I won't let the Bakers off so easily.
I'm fine. John and Fiona were always busy with work. And never had time for me. I grew up with my grandmother. She's nice to me. So I didn't suffer that much. Hugo. Stop frowning. People might think I'm bullying you. Smile. Smile more.
All right. Let's go.
Chase Lane is a renowned artist. I heard Mr. Lake always has Chase's paintings in his office. He must like Chase's work.
Chase's paintings are priceless. The paintings in Mr. Lake's office are earlier works. Today's auction features Chase's latest piece. Mr. Lake will surely love it.
What's wrong?
I think I saw Amy.
How could this be? Not anyone can attend this auction.
Yeah, Belle. Must have been mistaken. Let's head.
Go!
Dad, Mom, Gavin, it's Amy.
Hugo, where are you and Chad? The auction is starting.
I think I've seen the dress. Amy was in a magazine.
It might be from Doctor, but DR dresses cost millions each.
Where did Brat?
Get the money to buy one? Must be.
She's putting on such an act. How embarrassing. Let's go.
Amy, what? Coincidence. Here for the auction as well?
What else? To watch your drama?
Apologize to Belle.
If you don't like what I'm saying, then stay out of my way. You're disgusting.
You brat.
Amy, we're just giving you advice. Everything at this auction goes from 1 million. People like you wouldn't be able to afford anything here even if you work your A*S off. Leave. Before you embarrass Gavin.
If you're that bored, be a guard dog?
Watch the door. How dare you insult me?
At least you're smart enough to know I'm insulting you.
Auction is about to begin. Be seated.
Let's go. She's not worth it.
Loser.
Hugo, Chad,
Where were you?
why did you take long?
Preparing a surprise for you.
What surprise?
You'll see it soon.
Chad, you keep me in suspense.
Amy, if you like anything at this auction, just bid on it. I'll get it for you. Welcome, everyone. Now, first up, we have a new painting by the one and only Chase Lane. Dawn.
Bidding starts.
At 5 million.
Wow. It's beautiful.
5.5 million, once.
How dare she bid?
She wants to hide that she's poor, so she's trying.
To act rich.
Mrs. Baker's right.
Amy, do you? Amy likes the painting. Hugo, she must like me too. I'm Amy's favorite brother.
Chad. You're the famous Chase Lane?
Shoo, keep it down. Like my painting, I'll do more. As many as you want.
Thanks, Chad.
No problem. After all, you're my favorite sister. 6 million, calling once.
6.5 million, once.
6.6 million, calling once.
I don't remember John liking this painting style.
Why spend
So much on it?
I heard from my assistant that they plan to gift this painting as an apology to Hugo.
And I'd thought someone as serious and cool like Hugo wouldn't like this style.
Yeah, I don't. But Chad shamelessly hangs them in my office. Hugo, how could you say that in front of Amy? I'm just telling the truth.
No wonder people think Hugo likes them.
Amy, since the Bakers want it so badly, why don't we help them out?
8 million.
what?
Where did Amy get so much money?
Humph. She's doing it on purpose, Amy. I know you.
Messing with us.
Acting rich, later, when unable to pay, you'll embarrass yourself.
You don't need to worry about that. But don't tell me. The bakers can't even afford 8 million?
Who says so?
8.1 million.
10 million.
10 million? Too much for a painting?
Mrs. Baker, 10 million for Chase Lane's work is considered cheap.
The lakes.
Worth 1 billion. What's 10 million then?
Gavin is right.
Since Mr. likes this painting, we have to get it. We're depending on this to get the Lakes deal.
11 million.
20 million.
You purposely going against us?
Don't tell me. You can't even afford 20 million?
Of course we can.
21 million.
21 million. 21 million twice, thrice. Sold.
We won the bid.
That brat would have taken it.
Congrats, Mr. Baker. With this painting, the Lakes will surely want to work with us.
All Amy's fault. If not her, we wouldn't have had to spend so much on this.
Wait a moment.
Isn't that the blue soul?
Yes, madam.
Was the blue soul also one of the auction items today? Why wasn't it presented?
This was pre-ordered by Mr. Lake as a gift for Ms. Lake.
Hasn't Ms. Lake been missing since birth? Could she have been found?
To do with. John, hurry up and meet with Mr. Lake at Lake Corp.
Yes.
I'll go now.
Let's go.
Hi. I'm here to see Mr. Lake.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but I have an urgent matter. Please let me see him.
I'm sorry, but you need to have an appointment.
Do you know who I am?
Mr. Lake,
Has given me a $1 billion project. Take responsibility if something goes wrong?
This. Mr. Cox, someone is here to see Mr. Lake.
Lake,
Mr. Cox, I'm here to personally apologize to Mr. Lake. Please help me out and let me see him.
Mr. Lake has decided to cancel the deal. Mr. Baker, don't waste your time.
Is it because Amy caused trouble and offended Mr. Lake? Is that why he canceled the deal? We've already kicked Amy out. What she does now has nothing to do with us. Lake. Tell him not to blame the Bakers.
Your family isn't even worthy of working with Lake Corp. Get out.
Mr. Cox, wait. Please, take me to Mr. Lake and I'll personally apologize to him.
Mr. Lake won't see you. Just leave.
Mr. Cox, I even brought a painting by Mr. Lake's favorite artist, Lane. Please tell him to see me.
Let me tell you the truth. Mr. Lake doesn't even like
Chase Lane's paintings. What?
security. Escort him out. Don't let him in again.
Mr. Cox, you can't kick out.
Hey,
Mr. Cox. Hey!
he doesn't know.
He offended Ms. Lake.
What an idiot.
He deserves this.
With him in charge of the Bakers.
They're doomed.
What happened? Mr. Lake didn't accept?
That's not it. I didn't even meet Mr. Lake. Mr. Cox said Mr. Lake doesn't even like Chase Lane's paintings at all.
What? How could that be?
I heard Mr. Lake's office still has his paintings.
Maybe he doesn't like them anymore.
What should we do? Our family has spent over 20 million on this. It's Amy's fault for bidding so recklessly at the auction. And costing us so much money.
I wonder what on earth that brat Amy had done to offend Mr. Lake. When I mentioned her name, Mr. Cox got furious and kicked me out of the office. It was so infuriating.
Have to teach B*TCH a lesson.
But Mr. Lake won't see us now. What about the project?
Actually, there's still a way. Tomorrow is Mrs. Lake Sr.'s birthday banquet. Mr. Lake will surely be there, as their family values filial piety. If we can make Mrs. Lake Sr. happy, we'll secure partnership.
But we don't have an invitation.
I'll take care of that. Just don't forget us greens. After you get the project.
Gosh! That's for sure. We'll be a family once you and Bella are married.
Yes, we are. Gavin, thank you.
Belle. It's my duty.
You're pretty, Lake.
Afraid.
The lakes will be overrun with marriage suitors soon.
Ruth, you're teasing again.
I'm telling the truth. You're a natural beauty, like an angel from heaven.
But,
The Bakers are truly blind. For daring to bully you. When Mrs. Lake Sr. announces,
your identity.
banquet today. No one will dare bully you anymore. Ms. Lake, it's your brother, Hugo.
Hello, Hugo?
Ready, Amy? Coming back for you.
I'll ask Ivan to take me there.
Okay. See you at the banquet.
Amy! You offended Mr. Lake and lost us the project. What are you doing here?
Haven't you screwed us over enough?
I offended Mr. Lake? With stupid brains. Like yours. Deserve it.
You be asterisk starred. How can you say that?
I have nothing to do with you anymore. Don't tell me what to do.
How did I raise someone like you?
Focus on needs.
Teaching a lesson can wait.
Yes.
We need to attend Lake Senior's birthday banquet.
I'll let you off.
The hook today. Don't you give trouble later, or else.
I won't let you go. I'm also here for the banquet.
Amy. It's Mrs. Lake Sr.'s birthday banquet today. Not any Tom, Dick, or Harry can enter.
Like you guys. Oh, I shouldn't say that. It's an insult to those with those names. Why can't I enter when lowly scums like you guys can?
You brat. Ah. Amy. You've got nothing after leaving the Bakers. You're just all talk. I went through a lot of trouble to get 4 invitations. Can you get them?
Not your business.
Hey, you!
Doesn't she have one?
No way. The Lakes only invite Jinton's most influential. It was hard for me to get these. How could she?
Gavin, let's help Amy. What if the guards stop her?
She'd deserve it.
How's that possible? How's that possible?
I don't think I saw any invitation in Amy's hand. Why did they let her in?
I think she said something to the guards.
And they let her in. Let's go in and take a look.
What's wrong with you two? That person earlier didn't have an invitation. Why did you let her in? Who are you? Why do you care?
I'm sorry. My wife is a bit impatient and direct. Let me apologize on her behalf. What we mean is, what's the identity of that lady just now? Why did you let her in without an invitation?
She's someone you shouldn't offend. You shouldn't.
Mess with her. Not mistaken, are you? What's special about a poor girl? From countryside?
Well, I don't know. Are you all going in or not?
We are. We are. I heard that.
The Lake's daughter.
Is coming today.
They really did find their daughter?
Yes, I heard her adoptive parents hadn't been kind to her. They'd regret it.
If they know they mistaken.
Pearls for beads.
Gavin. Look at that man. Wasn't he the one? Appears.
They're together.
No wonder you could be here. It's all thanks to your man.
As expected of a poor girl born in a small town, although you grew up with us, and scrupulous. Who can beat?
You Bakers in terms of shamelessness?
Amy, don't think you can talk to us like that just because you've his backing.
Shouldn't be talking to you.
I'm allergic to idiots. You.
Amy, how could you? We're doing this for you.
Why don't you worry about yourself first? Don't you think all your pretense is disgusting?
Amy, kneel and apologize to Bella.
Kneel in front of her? Only if she's worthy.
Brat, deserve a beating.
Oh. We're here for Mrs. Lake Sr.'s birthday.
Won't benefit us. If it gets out of hand. We can deal with her after the project is done.
Humph.
Amy, celebrating Mrs. Lake Sr.'s birthday. Leave now.
Exactly. You're a loser. You're not fit to be here. Bear responsibility if Mrs. Lake Sr. is unhappy with you.
I was personally invited by them, but if you guys are kicked out later, it'd be humiliating.
Invited by the Lakes? You're not saying you are their long-lost daughter, are you?
Take a guess. You keep saying I'm not fit to be here. Why don't you think about it? Just after I left you all, the Lakes found their long-lost daughter. Just guess. Am I?
Lake's daughter?
She's pretty and has outstanding elegance.
We've never seen her among upper class.
She could be the daughter of the Lakes.
Don't be fooled. Parents are from Tyser County. How is she Ms. Lake?
Tyser County? It's the poorest county.
That's right. A girl from a poor county? How can she be Ms. Lake?
Wants to use Lake's status.
Attract attention.
Seduce, marry rich.
Their daughter was found.
Don't know her. Don't let schemers.
Take advantage of it. Amy, how dare you pretend to be Ms. Lake? I've never met such a shameless person.
Amy, impersonating Ms. Lake will only get you thrown out.
You are blind to her worth.
Regret it when you discover.
Out of your league.
Out of our league? She's just a girl the Bakers had abandoned. A slut. Seduces men. What to regret?
Fine. Remember what you've said.
Amy, isn't that the bracelet given?
To Ms. Lake.
Why do you have it?
Amy, you're out of control. You stole the bracelet that Mr. Lake had given. To Ms. Lake.
Bastard. How dare you touch Lake's property?
You're stupid and really don't have any brains. Isn't it possible that my elder brother had given it to me?
Elder brother? Oh. He's that old man who can't get a wife, isn't he? Amy, do you know the value of blue soul? Your brother can't even afford a single diamond on it after working a lifetime.
Perhaps hers is just a replica.
I want to see if this is the real blue soul.
What are you doing?
Let go of me. Let go. Do you hear me?
This is the real blue soul.
Worth a fortune. Wow, Amy. You stole this and won't admit it. Can you get away with it?
Yeah.
Do you think our brains are all mush?
Amy, are you doing this to provoke the Lakes so that we can never work with them again? I didn't think you'd be so vicious. At a young age.
Wow. Is this what you intended? Haven't you done us
Harm, Amy, they raised you for years. How can you turn your back?
Not sparing the couple who adopted you. Ungrateful.
Dad, what if the Lakes get mad at us for this?
Mr. Baker, why don't we arrest her and hand her over? They might let us go, considering that we'd caught the thief. And found the bracelet. It'll be too late once the Lakes arrive.
Gavin is right. I'm going to get someone now. Security? Send someone over. Someone has stolen from the Lakes at the banquet. So you had ulterior motives in your plot to attend Mrs. Lake Sr.'s banquet. Amy. I'm disappointed.
You want to arrest someone before checking?
Can you afford to arrest the wrong person? Dad, what if Amy didn't take it? Why let her explain?
Belle, you're too kind-hearted. With solid evidence, how could we frame her? I took a look. This is the blue soul. How can Amy afford it? What else could it be?
If not her stealing it, Belle. You may speak up for her, but she's not on your side. When she'd caused Mr. Baker to lose the project, she didn't show any mercy. Who called to say there's a thief?
It's her. Take to security. Hurry!
Don't touch her.
Amy, you're really something. You got this old man to take you to Mrs. Lake's banquet. Even.
Protect you? Broad daylight. No shame.
I suggest you take your men and leave, and apologize to me and Eric. Otherwise, when the Lakes arrive, apologizing won't cut it.
Shut up. Want us to apologize? No way. Get her out.
Mrs. Lake Sr. is here.
Who is?
Causing trouble at my banquet? Mrs. Lake Sr.
You're just in time. It's Amy. She's bold and brazen. She pretended to be the daughter of the Lakes. And also stole the blue soul bracelet that Mr. Lake had given her.
Grandma hasn't seen me yet. Will she be fooled?
By the Bakers? Yes, Mrs. Lake Sr. Everyone saw that Amy had stolen the blue soul. I got it back.
From her. Mrs. Lake Sr., we're going to take care of this shameless woman for you. You.
And this man brought Amy and sneaked into your banquet. They are partners in crime. Birds of a feather.
What were you going to do about them?
Mrs. Lake Sr.,
Mrs. Lake Sr., since she had impersonated Ms. Lake and stolen something, she should be arrested, properly taught a lesson, and then sent to the police station to receive her punishment.
I've heard she's the adopted daughter of your family. Sending such a young girl to prison for several years
Is
severe.
Would you do that? She made a mistake, so she should be punished. We may feel sorry for her, but we understand this basic principle. We just hope you won't take it out
On us bakers.
because of her mistakes.
Yes, Mrs. Lake Sr. Mr. Lake previously promised us $1 billion project, but he canceled it. Because of Amy, our family has never done anything against the Lakes. Look into it, ma'am.
Our family has been looking forward to working with yours. Don't worry. We will work harder to bring
The Lakes more profit. That's great. Men. Arrest them. Men. Arrest them.
You hear that? There's still time to beg for mercy. Otherwise, it will be too embarrassing. When thrown out.
Can't blame us. This is the consequence of actions.
Prison isn't bad. You'll be fed. Return to biological parents enticer. I'm afraid you won't even get a full meal.
Do it.
Have you got the wrong person? Why are you arresting us? You've got the wrong person.
Mrs. Lake Sr., is this a mistake or misunderstanding?
Take them away and teach them a lesson. Trouble at my birthday banquet? Must be tired of living.
Mrs. Lake Sr., you're wrong. It's Amy's fault.
please let us go.
Have mercy on us, Mrs. Lake Sr.
Amy, are you all right? I'm fine.
Grandma, how did you know about me?
I was resting at the old residence, recovering from an illness. I didn't want to spread it to you. I didn't meet you, but your dad has shown me your picture.
How are you feeling now?
I'm fine. It's just some old ailments. You suffered a lot.
Over the years, haven't you? It's fine. Grandma, I prepared a birthday gift for you.
I've a gift for you too. Here. Gift to celebrate our first meeting. Too much, Grandma. Take it. If you don't, I won't accept yours.
Thank you, Grandma.
Let me put it on for you. It's so beautiful. Our Amy is so beautiful.
Thank you, Grandma. Grandma, I picked out this bracelet just for you. Do you like it?
Yes, I do. I'd like anything you give me.
But I bought this with the pocket money that Dad gave me. So I also prepared another gift for you.
Another gift?
Uh-huh. Please wait a moment.
Okay.
It's her?
Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith Sr. is refusing his medicines and wants to see you. Please come quickly.
Did I play well, Grandma?
It was wonderful.
Grandma, I composed it especially for you. May you live long and prosper.
Good. This is the best gift I've ever received.
Happy birthday, Mom. 3.
Mom, happy birthday.
Grandma, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Grandma, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandma. Sorry, Amy. We were delayed. I heard that the bakers were here. They didn't bully you, did they?
It's okay, Dad.
What? You're trying to hide it? If I hadn't arrived, who knows how they'd have treated you.
Yeah. The bakers have gone too far,
Better not go to Amy again.
or I'll make them suffer.
Teach the bakers a lesson.
Let me introduce her to everyone. This is the long-lost biological daughter of our family. From now on, anyone who dares bullying her goes against our family.
Zellers will never let Ms. Lake
Suffer any injustice. Neither will Lloyd's.
Good. Amy, want me to deal with the bakers for you?
There's no need, Grandma. The bakers are obsessed with money. Hugo just canceled their project with us. They're probably frustrated right now.
How's that a punishment?
Grandma, it's your birthday banquet today. I don't want them to affect your mood.
Okay, I'll do as you say. For your sake, I'll let the bakers off for once.
Grandma, I'd like to use the bathroom.
Okay, go ahead. Amy is a behaved and considerate child. She suffered with the bakers. Now she's back, you all.
Treat her well. Don't worry, Mom. She's the apple of our eye.
Don't worry, Grandma, we will protect Amy too.
Now that Amy's back, it's time to put the marriage talk with the Smiths on the agenda. It's your banquet today. Is Yale here? Introduce them.
To each other?
I heard that Mr. Smith Sr. is ill, so Yale was called away. We'll arrange another day for Amy.
Meet Mr. Smith Sr.
And let Yale and Amy get acquainted.
Wrong, Lakes. We didn't offend them, so why did they kick us out?
Not only that, but they also had us beat up. Exactly.
It was clearly Amy who'd stolen the necklace. But why wasn't she kicked out?
She must be. Worst situation.
It's all because of that Jinx. She brings us bad luck.
Now, the big shots of Jeanton know that. The Lakes have canceled their contract with us. We were even kicked out of Mrs. Lake Sr.'s birthday banquet. A few companies want to cancel our contracts, too. Our losses are too great. It's all because of Amy, that Jinx.
It'll be okay, Dad.
Yeah. I heard from Dr. Hall that Grandma is showing signs of waking up. Let's visit her tomorrow. It would be perfect if we can get her help.
Grandma. Grandma.
You're finally awake. Finally, after being asleep.
For long. I get to hear my darling's voice again.
You're a good child.
How could Fiona
Chase you out?
Grandma, my biological parents treat me very well. I have 5 older brothers. This is second brother, Jason Lake.
Hello, Mrs. Baker Sr. Don't worry. We're all happy that Amy is back.
Good.
This puts my mind at ease. Grandma, great doctor. You'll be fine soon.
Mrs. Baker Sr., please let me do a checkup.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jason. How is she? Jason, how is she?
She's in the final stages of heart failure. Heart has reached its limit,
It's difficult.
but there's still hope. I will prescribe medication. Take them on time. Once you're a bit better, I'll need to perform surgery.
Thank you. I want to chat with Amy for a while.
All right. Amy, I'll wait outside.
Come, sit. Amy,
I'm fine.
all that matters is that you're well. Over the years, I've come to see you as my real granddaughter. No matter whose child you are, you'll always be
My granddaughter.
I've already left.
my will in storage. If anything happens, my shares and assets will all be yours.
Grandma, don't say that.
Let me finish. I've finally realized the true nature of my family. John cares about profits. Fiona is harsh and mean. They can't do business. They will only lose them all sooner or later, if given to them.
Grandma, those are yours. I can't take them.
Those are all my possessions. I can give them to whomever I want. Don't be burdened by it. I'm already old. The only person I care about is you.
Grandma,
If Fiona others bully you, or if your family treats you poorly, you won't have to suffer. With the assets I'm leaving you,
Grandma, you must get better soon. Okay,
I'll get better soon. After all, I want to attend your wedding. All right. It's okay. Don't be sad, okay?
I brought a gift for you. It's an elderly friendly phone. Give me a call when you miss me.
Okay. I like it. You are such a considerate child.
Grandma, you should rest.
Okay.
Rest well. I'll visit again in 2 days.
Okay.
Amy? How dare you appear?
In front of us?
It was your fault we got kicked out of the banquet.
You did it to yourselves. I'm here to visit Grandma. Don't argue. Move aside.
Who do you think you are to visit her?
Amy, did you come to beg?
To let you stay.
Because you were dumped. By some guy?
Enough. You're no longer part of the bakers. You don't need to take care of grandma anymore.
Heard what we said.
How rude.
Let go.
She's telling you to let go.
Who are you?
You're really something, Amy. You're always switching boyfriends.
One more word from you, and I'll rip your mouth apart.
Let's go, Gavin. Let's go, Gavin.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Gavin.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Gavin, wait for me.
Hey, man. Good choice. She's the prettiest in our school.
Shut up. She likes someone else. He doesn't deserve you.
I think so, too. Head off now.
Goodbye.
Mr. Smith. Do you still like
Ms. Amy? Shut up.
Mr. Smith? You're engaged to a Lake. Now that Ms. Lake is back, you'll be
Marrying her. It'd be a loveless marriage. I don't want to marry her. Once Grandpa's better, I'll have the engagement annulled.
I didn't know that Amy and Grandma were that close. She still came despite not being part of the family anymore. Others would have thought she wanted something from Grandma. That's not what I meant.
Belle is right. I bet she's here for her inheritance. Hospital. We can't prevent her from bothering her. 2. What if she gives the inheritance to her?
You're right. I'll find the doctor now.
Come, let's go.
For a transfer.
She can't be transferred in her current condition.
If you don't, someone would bother her. Might affect her recovery.
Do you mean Amy? She cares about her more than you do.
If you care for her,
Let her stay. We have best medical equipment.
And doctors.
If you insist on this, she could pass away in a week.
Let's not do that then. Please take care of her, Dr. Hall.
Is he?
Trying to scare us?
Whether that's true or not, she can't die right now.
She holds 30% of shares worth 300 million. Investigated, she's secretly written her will. She liked Amy. Most of her assets may be given to Amy. We need to persuade her to leave them to us. Old lady.
Must be crazy.
She treats an outsider better than her grandchild.
3.
When did she get a phone?
Amy must have given it to her.
B*TCH must be up to something.
No blood relation and has been
Kicked out of family. She bought her this phone. Trying to win favors, so that she gets her inheritance.
No wonder she refused the money we gave her. Turns out, she's after our wealth.
Mrs. Baker Sr., you're awake. We've come to see you.
You're awake, Grandma. I made some food for you.
No, thank you. Take it away.
Mom,
Belle is just showing care for you.
that's not true, is it? Mom,
What are you talking about? We've been visiting you for the past few days when you were in a coma. It's just that work has been busy lately. There's been some financial issues. So, we wanted to ask for your help. Can you help us using your shares, just for a bit?
Don't you have your own shares?
Mom. If sell,
Our shares, the company will fall into someone else's hands.
So what, if you can't manage your company? Just hand it over to someone else while you still can. Do it before you go bankrupt. How would I explain that to our ancestors after I die?
Mom, it's been so many years. Haven't you witnessed it for yourself that I can manage the company?
Amy offended the Lakes.
You're blaming Amy for your incompetence? Haven't you noticed that ever since you kicked Amy out, our family has been falling apart?
You don't even realize that you've kicked out.
You're breadwinner.
Mom,
Don't get agitated. Your health is important. Understand, it's our fault. But we've run out of options. Why else would I even want to use your retirement funds? If you think about it, if the company really goes bankrupt, how much stock you're holding won't matter. It'd all be worthless.
Solve your own problem. I'm not helping you.
Mom, if you really don't want to help us, the company will really be done for. You did that.
You've never visited me before. Now that you need help, you finally remember me. You, get out.
Mrs. Baker Sr., are you giving them to that B*TCH, Amy?
I can give my possessions to whomever I want. It's none of your business. Get out. Don't be angry.
All right?
Get out. Don't come back. I don't want to see any of you again.
Grandma,
Get out.
Why? Did you raise your voice? If you made her angry because of your yelling, we won't get a single thing.
If she dies, you, her eldest son, inherit all her inheritance.
I'm just afraid that she has already made her will and given it all to Amy. Then, we'll get nothing.
Grandma only cares about Amy. Mom, Dad, it's all my fault. I couldn't win her favor.
Not your fault. You've done well. It's because of that B*TCH used tricks to win favor.
Belle, let's come back next time. Eventually, she'll understand that Amy is just an outsider and we're real family.
Let's go.
Mr. Ivan, please pull over.
Sir, what's wrong?
Quick, call an ambulance. All right.
Are you okay?
Medicine.
My meds.
911, send ambulance.
Is it this one?
All right, okay. Please hurry up.
Are you better now? Don't worry. The ambulance will be here soon.
Wasn't Grandpa
Better?
Why relapse? Mr. Smith Sr. sneaked out of the hospital and suddenly collapsed. If a girl hadn't called an ambulance.
It could have been bad. Figure out who it was and give her a reward.
Understood. He's awake. Mr. Smith Sr. is awake.
What happened?
Grandpa, don't you know your own condition? Why did you sneak out? What would we do if something happens?
I've been lying here for a week. I feel like mushrooms will be growing on me soon.
Yale.
I heard that the daughter of the lakes is back. She's your fiancée. When will you bring her to meet me?
I don't have a fiancé.
You're making me angry.
I don't care.
Must marry.
Ms. Lake, no matter what. How do I explain? To the lakes if you don't?
Grandpa, Ms. Lake's missing
For many years.
and has returned. There's no feelings at all. I don't even know what kind of person she is. How can I marry her?
No feelings? You can always develop them.
I won't ever have them.
You're infuriating me to death. My chest hurts.
Grandpa, stop pretending. You're just exaggerating.
Fine. Let's not talk about this. Yale. I remember. A young girl saved me just now. Find her. And bring her to me. I want to thank her myself.
Don't worry, Grandpa. Scott will find her if she agrees to meet you.
That's more like it. Leave now then. Why are you still here? Scram! Seeing you irritates me.
Okay, have a good rest then. I'll visit soon.
Mr. Smith Sr., I'll take my leave too. Please rest well. All right, I got it. Found Mr. Smith Sr.'s savior. It was Ms. Amy.
Hello, who's this?
It's me, Yale.
Mr. Smith, what can I do for you?
I just want to thank you for saving my grandpa today. Thank you in person.
I did the right thing. Don't worry about it.
Actually,
My grandpa insists on meeting you. Otherwise, we'll go on a hunger strike. Please meet him with me when you have the time.
All right, then.
Send me your address. I'll pick you up.
I'll make my own way there.
Okay.
We're getting fewer and fewer jobs. Even confirmed jobs are being cancelled. At this rate, the bakers are done for.
Don't panic yet. Mr. Smith Sr. hospitalized at Kingston Hospital. Many big shots are visiting him. Opportunity.
What did you say? Mr. Smith Sr. hospitalized?
This chance. We will promote ourselves.
But Mr. Smith Sr. is an important figure. Will he meet with us?
How will we know if we don't try?
Okay. I'll make arrangements. Today, I'll visit Mr. Smith Sr.
Why hasn't Yale come yet?
Sir. Smith waiting for Amy.
At the entrance. This brat. He's escorting someone now?
Perhaps he's treating her.
With care.
Because she saved you.
I bet something's going on between them. That girl, not bad. She's kind-hearted. If Yale doesn't want to marry Ms. Lake, he can marry her instead. Mr. Smith Sr.
Mr. Kane from Kane Group is here.
To meet you with his daughter.
Also,
Mr. and Mrs. Baker
Baker Group.
are waiting outside. Meet them first?
no. Aside from Yale and that girl, I'm not seeing anyone else.
I'll go turn them away and tell them you're resting.
Make sure they don't block the way. Don't stop Yale and that girl. All right, sir.
Excuse me, we've been standing for over an hour. It's already mealtime. And the food we prepared for Mr. Smith Sr. is getting cold. Here are gifts. We ask you to do a favor. Please let us in to meet Mr. Smith Sr. If we succeed in the future, we'll reward you. Take it.
Excuse me, we don't accept bribes. Mr. Smith, Miss Amy.
Amy?
He's Patrick, our butler.
Hello, Patrick.
Mr. Smith Sr. has been waiting. Please enter.
Waited for so long. Couldn't meet Mr. Smith Sr. How could she get in?
Even the butler came out personally.
To invite her in.
How could Amy have possibly known a big shot like Mr. Smith Sr.? The butler called the man next to her. Mr. Smith.
Doesn't that mean?
He's the young master.
Of the Smiths.
Yale Smith?
Grandpa, we're here. Greetings.
You're the girl who saved me.
Yes.
Good, come. Have a seat. Amy. Thank you so much. If it hadn't been for you,
I would be dead.
You're blessed and will live a long life.
look at this brat. He can't take his eyes off her. Seems like he really likes her. Amy, if you don't mind me asking, do you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't.
What do you think of my grandson? Look at him. He's tall, handsome, and has a bright future. He's also a billionaire. So, would you consider him?
Mr. Smith Sr., I'm not thinking about dating right now.
You two could at least be friends.
Grandpa, stop forcing her.
How am I forcing her? How about you two exchange contact? He's the CEO of Smith Group. If you need something, you can go directly to him.
Really?
All right. Smith Sr., I need to take a call.
All right, go ahead. Enough. Stop staring. You like Amy? She's a nice girl. I like her too. So, if you can win her heart, I'll agree to break off the engagement.
Grandpa, it's a promise.
Promise.
Mr. Smith Sr., it's getting late. I won't disturb your rest. I'll visit you again.
All right, but remember, come visit me whenever you can.
Okay,
I'll escort you.
it's all right.
Let him do it.
Escort her. He's free anyway. Yale, escort Amy out.
Oh, yeah. Saved my grandpa. This is for you. You can fill in any amount.
No, I was doing the right thing.
Then, can I treat you to a meal?
You really don't have to, Mr. Smith.
If I don't show my appreciation, Grandpa would scold me.
All right, then.
You forgot seatbelt.
Oh, thank you.
Amy, I saw you together with Mr. Smith.
Do you know each other?
So what?
Just tell me the truth.
Does Mr. Smith like you and
Is pursuing you? Actually, it's a good thing. It's your chance to climb the ranks. But, at the very least, your family should be presentable, right?
What do you mean?
Parents are bumpkins, won't be able to afford
dowry will embarrass?
themselves.
But I, your dad, prepared.
A generous dowry for you, so that you can marry with dignity. Sound good?
Just what is it you want?
I heard. Mr. Smith is on good terms with the Lakes. Can you ask him to put in a good word for us? So that they'll continue working with us? You can ask him to work with us.
I can't do that.
Amy, I worked hard to raise you. The company is facing difficulties. You must help us.
It was Grandma who raised me. You spent nothing on me. You never visited me.
I was always busy making money. I had no choice. Just,
If you need help, let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Amy! How ungrateful. Raised her for years. Yet she doesn't care.
I told you to treat her better. You made it awkward. Now what?
Think you treated her better? Blaming me for another problem, John. Be a man, you.
Mom. Dad, don't get upset. There must be a way.
Fiona. It's been a while. Mrs. Brown, have a seat.
Belle. Fiona, you and John are too modest. Why didn't you tell me Belle had won second place in national piano competition? Why are you hiding such a big deal? Are you afraid I'd ask you to treat us?
Mrs. Brown, what piano competition?
Belle placed second in the national piano competition. Didn't you know? Announced on the website.
The award will be
At the Grand Theater.
Mom, I won second place.
That's great.
Belle winning second place in a national competition shows that she's very talented. I came today to invite Belle. Be spokesperson for our piano brand. I'll pay $5 million.
I didn't know Amy could compose too. It doesn't matter. It's all mine. In the future, I didn't expect Amy's music to place second.
Worth $5 million.
Belle, sign a 1-year contract. After a year, the endorsement fee will increase or drop based on your performance.
Mrs. Brown, you think too highly of Belle. She's only won a small award.
The trophies have high gold percentage. Her piano skills must be exceptional to have won second place.
Mrs. Brown, endorsement deal settled.
Of course. However, I have 2 conditions. First, while Belle is with our piano brand, she can't endorse others.
She won't.
The second is that, during this time,
She can't have negative publicity.
otherwise, you'll have to pay 10 times the penalty.
Mrs. Brown, Belle is well behaved. There'll be no impact. Rumors, news.
All right, if there are no issues. Belle, please sign here.
We get a copy
Of the contract. Remember my conditions.
Got it, Mrs. Brown.
Going. See you out. It's fine, there's no need.
Take care, Mrs. Brown. Goodbye.
John. Mrs. Brown has transferred the money. It will help ease the company's crisis. Let's persuade your mother to make a new will again.
Belle, you bring fortune to our family.
When Mrs. Baker Sr. sees how great Belle is, she will definitely regret favoring Amy.
Enough, don't mention that girl. She's a jinx.
True. Belle, call Gavin for meal. Let him know about it. The Greens will hold you in higher regard when they hear it.
Understood, Mom. Bella.
My friend. You've changed so much. You turned into a beautiful.
Thank you. Belle, your dress is so pretty.
Earrings, too.
Thanks.
Greetings. I'm Belle's fiancé, Gavin.
Belle, you're engaged? You're so lucky, Belle. You have such a handsome fiancé.
Let's sit down and order.
Belle, we prepared this room for you. How is it? Not bad, a bit small. But it's okay, we can celebrate here. Have a seat.
I'll get them to upgrade the room. Your classmates are thoughtful. I'll cover the expenses today.
Gavin. Better rooms require a deposit to enter. The VIP suite requires at least 10 million and needs to be booked in advance. Luxury suites needn't booking.
But requires
Over 3 million. Grand suites need over 1 million.
Wow, it costs that much?
We should just stay here.
It's quite good. It's okay. I'll ask the waiter if the VIP suite needs to be booked.
Belle, your fiancé treats you so well.
That's right. Waiter,
Greetings, sir.
do I need to book the VIP suite in advance?
One VIP suite reserved for boss friends. Sorry, you can choose a grand or luxury suite.
The luxury suite.
It requires a deposit of over 3 million.
That's fine. Let them go in first so they can get seated. I'll pay for it.
Okay, no problem. This way.
Go on in first.
I have a call to make.
Okay. Here's your card, sir.
Thank you. Amy? It's really you. Belle won second place in the competition. Celebrate. I've just settled with my card. It's a luxury suite. Come join us if you can. Hey, stop. That's the VIP suite. Why are you heading there?
I'm here to dine. In a restaurant? Get medication for cognitive issues. Avoid running around.
Hey. VIP suite requires 10 million and a reservation. Even I can't enter. Who are you to go there?
You can't get in because you're not good enough.
You. Amy. Did you use some dirty tricks to get in there? Even if I don't want you, you don't have to fall so low.
Gavin.
Shake your head.
Shake my head?
Shake it.
Why?
Did you hear?
Water splashing?
You. How dare you insult me?
You can't speak.
Dumb if your head isn't waterlogged.
You.
Look. Add more? We're good. Gavin, why were you gone so long?
I bumped into Amy. She's going to the VIP suite.
Amy? Why would she go there?
Perhaps she's there to serve as someone important. Why has she become so shameless?
Calm down, Gavin. Maybe she's doing it because she needs money and can only work in that line. Why don't we recommend jobs?
Never mind. Ignore her. Let her be if she wants to fall so low. Let's go.
Gavin. Let's toast. You'll have to take good care of Belle from now on.
Care of her is my duty.
Belle, you're really lucky. I think so too.
Hey, all here. Looks fun.
Oh. Sean's here. Since you're late, you gotta make it up to us.
Sure. I'll drink a few glasses with you. Never expected
She'd become
so elegant after reuniting with her parents.
Bacon. Why are you here?
You're calling me by my last name now?
Come in. Sit. Sean. Belle won second place in the piano competition. Let's all celebrate.
Congratulate. Drink.
yes.
We should drink to that. Belle's fiancé? Shall we have a drink? Since she won a prize?
Gavin, don't.
Drink much. What if you get drunk?
You're a man. How can you not be able to drink? Belle, I heard that you got second place. I purposely prepared a gift for you. Come on in.
Sean, you finally let us come in. Why did you ask for us?
My friend is engaged. I called you here so that you can test her fiancé.
Oh. He must be this handsome man here. I wonder, what's your type? Gentle. Feisty ones? Sean. Don't push it. Stay away from him.
Excuse me for a bit.
Too much for him? Useless.
Don't go.
I really don't understand why would Gavin like an ugly duckling like Belle. She was brought up by a janitor. Her whole body stinks of poverty. It's because she's lucky. She has a rich father. Unlike us, we're all good and proper but nobody cares. Hey, do you think Gavin knows that Belle used to date Sean? Sure, they didn't date, they slept together. Gavin won't stay with her if he knows. Sean's not simple. There'll be a good show waiting.
Careful. Are you all right?
Amy. Is he your new sugar daddy? Aren't you embarrassed to be seen in public?
What'd you say to her?
Am I wrong? Who knows? How many men she had before you?
Gavin.
If you insult her again.
I'll make it so you can't talk for life.
Mister, I think Gavin wasn't wrong. How could you hit him like that? That's illegal.
Who are you to even talk to me?
Amy. Shouldn't you say something? Gavin was looking out for you. He's worried you made a mistake and wants to help you. It's fine if you refuse. Aren't you even a little bit guilty seeing him hurt?
Psycho, stop right there.
Do you dare tell us how many sugar daddies you've had by now?
When did you ever see me with a sugar daddy?
Why are you denying what you did? Mom and Dad helped you reunite with your family. Yet you think they are too poor for you. You left with another man. You made them lose the Lakes project. Lose the Lakes project.
What?
Belle, she's that fake sister you had? No wonder she's with a sugar daddy. Her family's poor, using her looks. Cute guy, you heard that? So handsome. Why are you with someone like her? What if you catch something from her?
Don't think you can push me. Just because I won't hit women. Guards. They were spouting nonsense. Slap them. They're not welcomed here ever again. Yes. Slap them.
You must have made a mistake. They started it first.
Mr. Smith is the owner of this restaurant.
What?
What are you waiting for?
Hurry up and take care of them downstairs. Don't disturb Mr. Smith.
Let go. Green's heir. Baker's heiress. Is it worth it to make our families your enemy for him?
The Greens and Bakers are nothing to Smith. Take them away.
Let me go.
Apologies, Mr. Smith. We were lax in security, disturbing you. Next time, don't let random people in. Yes. Let's go. Sir, Mr. Smith have a fiancé? Shut up. Who are we to question Mr. Smith?
So, he has a fiancé already.
Where do you stay? I'll send.
No, thank you, Mr. Smith. I'll catch a cab on my own.
Careful.
Thanks.
Why don't I send you? It's dangerous going on your own.
No need. I can manage on my own.
Then. Take care.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Something happened at work.
I'm coming. Enough. Don't kill them.
How dare you? Treat us like this?
I suggest you stop while you can. Otherwise, your families might go bankrupt.
Don't threaten us. My family is not that weak. Even the Lakes wanted to work with us.
You don't even know who you offended. You think the Lakes want to work with you? Quit daydreaming.
What do you mean?
No time for this. Pay up and leave. You spent $9.72 million today. Your card only has 5. You owe $4.73 million.
What?
Sean and his people kept popping bottles. Dirted the sofa.
When?
Just now, when you and Gavin were gone.
For the bill. Let's go.
Gavin, wait for me.
Gavin, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Shall do that.
How?
Related to him?
We're classmates, not close. That's why I didn't know his character. I wouldn't have let them invite him.
You're not close? Then why did he keep targeting me today?
He ordered so much.
Confused. Why don't?
Pay you back.
For tonight in a few days?
Injured. Won't send you off.
Get some rest, Gavin. Okay.
Okay, that's good. Gavin. What happened? Who did that?
I'm fine.
Stand there. Did you go out with Belle and buy things this evening? Spent so much money. And got yourself in that state. Look at you. You don't look like the Green's heir at all.
You might.
Even be mistaken for a gangster.
That's enough. He's been hurt enough.
Gavin, go get some rest. No.
I must find out what happened this evening. Fiona, where did your daughter take Gavin? He's not only injured, he also spent over $4 million. What $4 million? I have no idea what that's about. Gavin accompanied Belle to a class reunion. Cost over $4 million? Not married yet. She's treating Gavin like an ATM? She took a lot at once.
Starting.
To wonder if Belle is uncultured.
Mrs. Green, watch your tone.
I'll make it clear right now.
Our family.
Will not welcome Belle. $4 million is for the breakup. Don't ever contact Gavin.
Who Gavin likes is his own business. Family marriage alliance. Don't do that. How am I going to face my ancestors? Mrs. Baker Sr.?
If your ancestors knew about Belle spending $4 million in one night, they'd jump out of their graves. Object to this marriage.
You.
Mrs. Baker Sr. can't even take care of herself. Won't get involved.
Besides,
She never liked Belle.
you can't just break off the engagement.
Belle's just a young girl. She spent so much already. If this goes on, we'd go bankrupt even if we had a gold mine.
What happened? Belle, weren't you at a class reunion? Yes. What happened? What's with your face?
Dad, Mom, I saw Amy at the restaurant. She went to the VIP suite with her sugar daddy. Gavin and I saw her, so we spoke up. Who knew that guy would call people to hit us?
Who hit you and Gavin? Tell me his name, I'll handle it.
I don't know him, but they say that he's very powerful. Can't mess with him.
What does that mean? He did this to you. If we lose everything and go bankrupt,
Make him kneel and apologize.
He dared hurt my daughter. I want him to kneel and apologize. I want his whole family to come here together and apologize to you.
Pay your medical bills.
Yes, medical bills, compensation for trauma, embarrassment.
Dad, Mom, tell us, who is he? You got bullied so badly. We will definitely make him pay.
I don't know his name. But the restaurant's manager said. I think he's the owner of the restaurant.
A restaurant owner dared to attack my daughter? Don't worry. We will help you get back at him.
That restaurant is the biggest and most luxurious in Jeanton. He must be very powerful. We can't mess with him.
Is one restaurant powerful? Belle, you've been wronged because of Amy. I'll go and get you justice now.
Yes, this is Amy's fault. She went down a dark path. Belle is just being kind to advise her. She wasn't grateful and even let others hit you.
Yes.
Scold her now. Don't wait. Call.
Okay, give me a second.
Sam,
Why back?
So early?
I wanted to spend time with you, but you went out. Who's that? Why hang up?
Marketing calls.
Have you forgotten all that we have taught you? Belle was kind and helpful. Even if you don't listen, don't hurt her. Look how injured she is. Because of you, apologize to her. We wasted our time raising you. A dog guards our house. You're worse than a dog. I want you here now. Get on knees.
Until Belle forgives you.
I want you here, Amy.
Tell me you're in trouble.
I can settle it for you. You're the best.
Of course. By the way, I'm going to an award ceremony for a piano competition tomorrow. Saw sister's name.
Among the winners.
You're talking about Belle? Yes. But I heard that she was raised by a janitor baker. How could she have learned the piano?
I don't know about that. I have her song here.
Have a listen.
The first and last part are special, but the middle is perfect.
That part was written by me.
What? She plagiarized? Got it. I will remove her from the awards.
That's not enough, Sam. She plagiarized a national competition. I want her to be completely ruined. Who's that?
She seems important.
Runner-up Belle Baker, daughter of
Baker Group President, John Baker.
She's quite pretty, but her face looks swollen.
Why isn't Gavin here yet?
Don't worry, Mom. Gavin will come.
Send him a text. The ceremony is about to begin. Let him see your greatness.
Okay.
Send more texts. Don't be subtle, be passionate. Ask if he's busy, then talk about ceremony. If that fails, send intimate expressions. Flirt. Coax him. Men can't resist flirting girls.
Got it, Mom. Is he still angry over the incident?
With Sean?
Belle.
It's been 10 minutes. He hasn't replied. Is phone signal strong? Is ringtone on? Check again. Call him.
Mom, I'm heading to the washroom.
Belle.
Stop pushing. She can't put down her dignity and beg him.
If her fiancé is absent from the ceremony, how much do you think he cares about her?
Enough.
Amy, why are you here? I know, you're here with your sugar daddy.
Your face stopped hurting? Want another slap?
I haven't settled debt with you.
Fine.
Let's settle it. Today, Dad and Mom came with me. Hit me again. I'll tell them. They'll handle you. You'll be embarrassed.
How old are you? Aren't you shy using your parents? To scare me? Aren't you?
Also relying on men?
I'm warning you. If I hear you saying something like that again, I'll cut off your tongue and feed it to the sharks.
Try me.
Wanna bet, Belle?
Amy, why did you hit me?
Belle, are you okay? Mommy, Amy, you hit Belle. Won't forgive. Let go. Let go, didn't you hear?
Okay.
Mom.
Brat.
Mom.
Get up.
Do you think?
You slapped Belle's face. Got friend to hit her before. Now bullying her in front of me. Apologize to Belle. I'll get everyone here to see what you've done.
Sure.
Call everyone here then. Let's also ask them if someone who plagiarized should get second place.
What did you say? Don't you dare accuse Belle here.
You'll nullify. Accused her.
What proof have? That's right. What proof do you have to claim that Belle plagiarized? I know. You're jealous knowing that Belle got second place. So you snuck in to accuse her and embarrass her, right? You're so vicious. Why did we raise such an ungrateful child like you? Hurry up and apologize to Belle.
Mom, forget it. Don't make Amy apologize.
Let go.
I'll teach her a lesson. I'm here. Are you too?
Done acting?
Already letting you go. What more do you want?
I want you to apologize.
Me? Apologize to you?
You want Belle to apologize?
It's fine if she refuses. I'll go and get the surveillance footage, so everyone can see what really happened.
Itching for a fight.
Mom, I can't let people.
Find out I plagiarized.
Amy,
I'm sorry about this.
I won't do it again.
Stay away from me next time.
Mom. Stop it. Let her go.
Why apologize? Why fear her? We're in the right. Because she slapped you.
Mom. We have plenty of time to take care of her. Let her go today.
True.
Today's a big day for us. What should I do if Amy exposes me for plagiarism? Hang on. She has no proof.
Why worry? Let's go.
Gavin.
Who's that? Why is Belle happy?
Fiancé.
He came to support her. Gavin, you're finally here.
Congrats.
Will you cheer for me when I go on stage?
Whose son?
He's the son of the Green family.
Gavin Green?
You know him?
I know his mother.
Oh, great. Let's get our seats.
Hello? Lisa, you have to explain yourself. Why didn't you tell me that Belle is dating? If I didn't bump into them, I wouldn't know you have a daughter-in-law.
You've met?
At the awards ceremony for the piano competition. Who knew Belle would get second place? You have good taste.
Not confirmed yet. They're fooling around. Send address.
I want to have a look. Okay.
You better. Laugh while you still can.
Amy. Over here.
Amy?
The Lake's son? The baker's adopted daughter.
The Lakes.
Recently reunited with?
Dear guests, let us invite the runner-up, Belle Baker, on stage to perform.
Climax of song.
Is nice.
It's beautiful.
A 20-something young lady managed to write a song like this.
It's so good.
Mr. Smith. Why is Ms. Amy sitting with Mr. Lake?
Ms. Baker, thank you for the performance. Now let's invite the chairman of our association, Mr. Lake,
Present trophy.
to the top 3 winners.
Hang on.
Ms. Baker,
I'd like to ask, the song that you just played, was it really written by you?
Of course.
The climax of your song is like my song Dawn.
Amy. What are you talking about? What proof do you have? Proof?
I have it. But before presenting it, I'd like to ask Ms. Baker what was the climax of your song.
Trying to convey?
It's a devastated emotion. It's like the name I chose for this song. It's an endless sense of sadness. You can't escape, no matter how hard you try.
You got it wrong. If you believe me, you can ask the others present here. How do they feel when they listen? Reach song's climax?
I did hear a deep sense of sadness. It's like being drowned by a river of sadness. Torn apart.
But after some time, it's like a strand of sunlight came in.
Suddenly, I felt a strong push, asking me to live on.
I heard the bravery and strength
Of hopelessness. I picture how united as one.
during the pandemic.
Me too. The scream of devastation was right in front of me. It was like a war without weapons.
That's right. A lot of families, destroyed in the pandemic, fell into devastation. That's why, Dawn, I wrote Dawn. I wish that the power of music can bring them warmth and hope. It's a wish that all will be well, and we'll be safe and sound.
Everyone deciphers music differently. You can't claim I plagiarized for that. You stole my life and enjoyed 20 years of wealth and privilege. My parents finally reunited with me. You're upset, so you keep targeting me. You think that your family is too poor, but you want to stay in Jean Tun. That's why you go out with different men every day. As your younger sister, I have been trying to talk you out of it. You won't listen. You keep targeting me and my fiancé. I didn't want to do this because we're family. But today, you chose to accuse me.
Is that daughter of Baker's?
Yes.
Teach the Bakers a lesson.
Yes.
So it's a private grudge. That girl
Looks prim and proper, but her private life is so messy. Belle, you truly won't give up till the last second. Fine. Please look at the screen. Due to the motivational message of the song, it was added into school books since March. Textbooks have been printed, reach market in September. Before this, the song was never published. This is
This year's new textbook.
Belle. You disrespected
National competition.
and plagiarized.
Announce that you've lost your rights to the award. Besides, I'm also banning you from ever joining the Piano Association.
plagiarizing without permission from the author. For personal gain, you've broken the copyright law. You'll be punishable by law. You'll receive a lawyer's letter very soon.
Sorry, I'll apologize.
You did this to yourself.
Belle. Belle.
Gavin, want to make me angry?
Mom, why are you here?
I've told you to break up with that brat. You refused. How dare you come here? I told you that Belle doesn't deserve your love. If you married her, you'll be taken for a joke, Lisa.
Not acknowledging her is right. She plagiarized in this competition. She utterly embarrassed herself.
Instead,
That girl the bakers wrongly adopted is talented. Besides, she's Lake's.
Long-lost daughter.
If Gavin marries her, your family
Will become very lucky.
What?
How could Amy be the Lake's daughter?
Yes, she was here too. I heard Mr. Lake calling her. Have to go. Next time.
Okay. Gavin.
Mom. How could Amy be the Lake's daughter?
I expected that brat to be so lucky. She's a Lake. If I knew, we shouldn't have abandoned her for Belle.
It's too late to talk about that now.
Not necessarily. Gavin, from now on, you have to win Amy back.
What are you saying, Mom? Amy is the daughter of the richest man. She can have any man she wants. Why would she be with me? I must have been blind. Why did I hear that she's clinging to men? With her current status, she doesn't even need a man.
Amy used to be the baker's daughter.
You were engaged to her.
She must still subconsciously think of you as her fiancé. She must still have feelings for you. It's just that Belle popped up later on. She must be a little upset about it. As long as you coax her, treat her better. Remember preferences. And give her surprises on holidays. She'll surely come crawling back to you.
Mom, will that work?
Gavin. If our family wants to be respected in the elite circles,
We'll have to depend on you. Okay.
should we? Yes.
Hello, Mrs. Brown.
Mrs. Baker, our website just announced that Ms. Baker is our ambassador when we got the news about her plagiarizing from the competition. People are criticizing our brand. At this point,
How could you?
keep quiet?
Mrs. Brown, I'll explain.
In black and white.
There can't be
Any scandals during the contract, or you'll have to pay the penalty. According to the contract, you must pay me $50 million in 10 days or I'll see you in court.
Mrs. Brown. What do we do now? She wants us to pay her $50 million in 10 days.
Hello?
Mr. John Baker? I'm Ms. Amy's lawyer. Baker plagiarized Amy's work for competition.
this is a breach of copyright laws.
After making up
For disturbance.
and formally apologize.
Compensate? How much?
10 million. If not received in 3 days, we bring this.
To court.
Announce this.
On our website.
Don't do that. Let's talk this through.
What?
That brat wants us to pay her 10 million? How dare she?
Because Belle stole her song. You shouldn't have kept calling her a brat. If you didn't insist on kicking her out. Her piano skills could have really benefited us. Both daughters are talented. She'd make us so proud if she got married. She helped get us so many connections. Who knew that brat?
That girl is talented. We're her parents. She didn't tell us. She's heartless.
Enough. The priority now is to have Belle apologize to Amy and get her forgiveness.
What for? Belle said sorry on the stage.
Just saying sorry can save you 10 million? You can keep daydreaming. I'm more worried if she will forgive us now. Yes,
Bad news, sir. Lakes and Smiths announced.
that nobody.
Can work with us. Anyone who dares will be going against them.
What? We didn't do anything to offend the Lakes recently. Hey! Did you ask what happened?
No.
What are you waiting for?
What happened? We never offended them. Why target us? The incident from the birthday?
If it's about that, they wouldn't have waited till now. I'm guessing it's because the Lakes appreciate Amy's talents. They're helping her.
I never expected that brat to get with Mr. Smith. Have them oppose us.
Now both families. Our family is really done for now.
Hurry up and call Amy. If she sues Belle, Belle's life will be over.
Grandpa, you can be discharged today.
That's great.
Pack up. Let's go home.
Do you want to ask?
If Amy is free to celebrate with you by having a meal with us?
Brat, so that's what you're after. What's my reward?
Impatient for a great-grandchild? That can't happen without help.
You win, then. For the sake of my great-grandchild, I'll help you this time.
Okay.
Amy. It's me. I'm getting out today. Are you free to come and pick me up?
Mr. Smith Sr., I'll come now.
Good, I'll wait for you. Look at your silly face. You need my help to get a date.
Aren't you? Happy to help me?
Shush.
Sir.
First time.
I see Mr. Smith being so nice to a girl. I've always been worried that he'd never get.
A girlfriend with his attitude.
I don't have to now. He's doing great. This is Ms. Amy.
You all.
Better be nice when you see her.
Please.
Welcome, Ms. Amy.
Amy, here, it's delicious.
She's allergic to that.
I'll eat it.
You like chicken. Have more.
Okay.
Amy, how does it taste?
Delicious.
Eat more, Amy.
Do visit me when you're free. I'm dying of boredom stuck at home.
Okay. Mr. Smith. How did you know I'm allergic to prawns and like chicken wings? This prawn is so good. Hurry and try it.
Yep.
It's quite good. Amy, come try it. I'm allergic to prawns. You're allergic to prawns. Enjoy your favorite chicken wings then.
I heard about it.
Let's go.
Come with me. Want to give it a go?
Yup. That was great.
Can I play for you?
You can also play the piano?
I've learned it before.
Amy,
This song is for you. It has been 7 years, Amy. I have the chance to publicly stand by you. Play this.
for you.
Why do I hear a very deep love from his song? We've only just met.
Amy? Amy. Oh,
Mr. Smith,
Have we met before?
during college, I once loved a girl, but she only ever looked at another man. So, I could only bury my feelings and watch her from afar. Thanks to her, I gave up going overseas to study. I learned the piano for her. I even wrote a lot of songs for her. Until today, I finally got to play it for her.
What does Yale mean by that? Could I be the person he's in love with? How's that possible?
Amy, do you want to listen to the other songs?
Excuse me. Hello?
Amy, it's Dad.
I'll only take 2 minutes of your time. Please don't hang up. Belle was wrong to plagiarize her work. Mom and Dad gave her a stern lecture just now.
We're also responsible for not teaching her.
That's why she made a grave mistake.
Are you free?
We'll take her to apologize to you.
No need.
Don't hang up. Amy, give Belle a chance. Give us a chance too. We were wrong in a lot of things. We also hurt you. However, for the sake of Grandma,
No right to bring her up.
I shouldn't have mentioned her, but if she knows that
Company.
will be ruined in my hands, she will be very upset. By then, her condition will become worse. That will be all our fault. You're right to be upset. We don't ask for your forgiveness. If you're willing.
I'm not.
Amy, what can help you let this go? As long as I can do it.
2 minutes is up.
TSK. Was that the bakers? Yes, inform me.
If help needed.
Don't worry, Mr. Smith. Handling it. Heading home.
Let me send you.
No need.
I'm heading out.
It's fine. Okay.
Still thinking of him?
I'm not. From the moment I saw him with Belle, we were over.
Then. Can't I be that person?
Mr. Smith. I told you. I have no plans to get into a relationship now. Besides. Don't you already have a fiancé? I don't want to be the other woman.
I have a fiancé, arranged by my family, whom I've never met. Besides.
Grandpa agreed.
Call off. Amy,
I'm here, Mr. Smith.
Do you stay here?
Yup. Why?
I thought her parents are poor people from Tyser County. Why they have a lakeside villa? Nothing.
Bye.
See you.
A.
Drive. Scott, prepare and cancel the lake's engagement.
Mr. Smith.
Your engagement.
Set by elders, calling it off disrespects lakes, affecting family relations. This is not only between you and the Lakes girl, it'll also affect the Lakes and the Smiths. Mr. Smith. Reconsider?
Get it done.
Mr. Smith, if not for you or family, do it for Mr. Smith Sr. He's sick. If you do this,
Will approve if no's calling it off. For Amy. Make a diamond for my daughter immediately. Except the keys, every other part must be diamond. It must have the best sound quality.
It's time we buy a better piano for Amy. The current one isn't up to par for my darling daughter.
Dad, Mom.
Amy.
Father buying you piano.
Really?
Yes. Are you happy?
Dad, Mom.
Why didn't you get me a better one when I learned the piano? Compared to Amy? Silly boy. What type of piano do you want? It's enough if it makes a sound.
That's right.
Chairman of the Piano Association. Don't I deserve a better piano? Hugo, help.
How dare you ask Hugo? How did you perform your job? How could people plagiarize Amy and win second? You let Amy suffer injustice. Be happy we didn't lecture you.
Mom's right. Mom.
Belle's fault. Don't blame Sam. Amy.
Don't help. As chairman. He needs accountability for the mistake in the competition. Okay.
Dad, I'm sorry.
You only. Ask 10 million.
too lenient. I agree. They bullied you.
Over and over.
Teach a lesson, Hugo.
I heard that. 2 pieces of land for auction in the north, Amy.
What's your plan?
John will definitely.
Want to profit big after this huge loss. Hugo, make it known that this land is highly valuable and that it can be sold for a huge profit. We must ensure John acquires it.
John would need to exhaust all his and take out loans to secure the land. It has conditions, though. Construction must start within a month. And it cannot be sold or mortgaged for 5 years. He'll likely regret this move.
That's my intention. John will likely need to sell all his shares for the purchase. I'll buy them at a low price and give them to Mrs. Baker Sr.
Is she not answering?
Her phone is off.
That B*TCH has gone overboard. We cannot allow this to make news. If it does, it will ruin Belle's reputation and bring disgrace to the family.
Dad. Mom. It's all my fault. If I hadn't returned, you'd still be living a comfortable. All of this happened because of me. I'm truly sorry.
Sweet child, our long-lost daughter after 20 years. You've suffered so much. How could we ever blame you?
John.
Dad.
Belle, remember to never take anything that doesn't belong to you in the future.
Dad.
I'll keep this lesson in mind.
We'll ask your grandma for help. If that doesn't work, we'll sell a few properties to raise the tins. As long as we repay Amy, she won't pursue the matter further. This issue will soon be resolved and won't become a national scandal or a topic of gossip. However, we'll have to put the matter of Gavin on hold for now.
Why are you here again?
Mom.
I know you're upset. I know we shouldn't have listed Amy on the missing person site and caused you two to part ways.
Mrs. Baker Sr., John and I regret it now. We've let her down.
Mom, you have to help us. Can you act as a mediator to smooth things over between us? And Amy? I'm sure she will. Forgive us if you speak on our behalf.
I can't bring
myself to do that. Mom, I've no one to turn to except you now. You have to help us. The company is going through a rough patch recently. I've had to sell some of my properties and shops. Yet the decline hasn't stopped. If this continues, the company might go under.
I was wondering if you have come to realize your mistakes. Turns out you're just afraid of bankruptcy and losing your lifestyle.
Mrs. Baker Sr. It's not about the company. Belle's recent offhand comments have upset Amy, who is now suing for compensation and a public apology. Amy is now facing a detention verdict. Amy takes action because Belle made inappropriate remarks. I think Amy is in the right. Mrs. Baker Sr., you're quick to defend Amy. Belle is your granddaughter. How can you allow outsiders to mistreat her this way?
Mom, Belle made a mistake, but she has already apologized. We've done our best to make amends. But Amy, ma'am.
Belle truly regrets her mistake. Please let her off this time.
Mom, we're begging you. Please help us out. Please have Amy come over. We will apologize to her before you, even if it means kneel.
Does your kneeling truly show you're regretful? It seems you're just worried about losing your. Do you really think Amy will simply forgive you after
such shallow apologies? Mom, the key lies with you. Amy holds you in high regard and respects you greatly. Even if she doesn't recognize our role in raising her, she will certainly repay the kindness you showed her.
TSK? How dare you bring that up? You're obviously intent on draining Amy of everything she's worth. Get out. Don't come back here.
Mom.
Get lost.
Mom, it's fine if we don't involve her. But the company is in dire straits. You must help us. I'm only asking for an additional 10% of the shares.
You can dream on if you think that I'll help you.
Mom,
Get lost. Get out. Scram. Don't ever come back here.
Your mom's horrible. Despite you being her son,
She won't help you and continues to.
support Amy.
enough. We can't push Mom too hard, too. Or it might back. Try again in 2 days.
About that.
We must acquire it. It's our last hope. Let's sell some shares and work on getting a loan.
That's the only way forward.
Hello. Mr. Lake. Mrs. Lake.
Yale, why have you come? You really didn't have to. Bring anything.
Sir. Ma'am, I'm here today to see Ms. Lake.
Yale, events happen fast. We couldn't notify you earlier. We just found Amy recently. It wasn't our intention to hide it from you. Ruth, bring Ms. Lake here.
Okay.
Amy,
Mom, are you looking for me?
Amy, I'd like you to meet Yale. The Lakes and the Smiths had a marriage agreement years ago. Yale is your fiancé.
My fiancé?
Yeah, Amy. Yale, this is Amy, our long-lost daughter that we've just reunited with.
so, it turns out Ms. Amy is a Lake.
Do you know Amy?
Yeah.
Oh, so it appears Amy and Yale are fated to be together.
Mr. Smith, why are you here?
Came with gifts for your return. Weren't you here?
To call off the engagement?
Did you change?
Mine changed because Ms. Amy? Abrupt change of heart.
Grandpa is eager to meet you. Do you have time to visit him with me?
But I just met him yesterday.
Meeting him. As my fiancé this time.
Amy, why not visit Mr. Smith Sr. today if that's what he wants? You're engaged to Yale. You should pay him a visit.
You can visit on behalf of the Lakes if you prefer not to. As my fiancé. That's a good idea.
He's right. You should pay respect to Mr. Smith Sr. on our behalf. It's about time given you've been. Don't go back.
Empty-handed. Bring him some, skip the gift. I only need you there. No way. Gifts can't be omitted for the first meeting. Ruth. Prepare gifts. Okay.
Hi, Mr. Smith Sr.
Amy? You shouldn't call me that. We're family from now on. Call me Grandpa. Scott told me that you're the long-lost child of the Lakes. What a coincidence that you're engaged to Yale too. But it must have been tough for you all these years. Grandpa,
Not at all. You're a good kid.
don't worry. From now on, both your family and mine will treat you well. Look at this. This was Yale. Grandma's favorite gift from when she married me. She asked me to give it to the woman Yale loves. When he brings her home, why watch this just home? Grandpa, I can't accept
This gift. It's a token.
a blessing from Yale's grandma to you. How can you refuse? Yale. Accepted on Amy's behalf? It's so pretty. It seems it was made for Amy. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Okay.
Should stay here with Yale. I'll ask the chef to cook some delicious food. Date.
Amy. Didn't expect. You my fiancé. You won't. You won't. Running away again?
Mr. Smith. I did say. Not planning.
Start new relationship.
It's okay. I can wait.
Gavin.
Why are you here?
Don't worry. Not here to harass you.
I've signed.
The annulment papers. I know. My plagiarism
Amy's music score.
dishonored you.
And your family.
Though everyone makes mistakes, my actions have humiliated you and your family. I was wrong.
Noted with thanks.
I'm busy. You can leave now.
Gavin. I sprained my ankle. Can you help me inside?
Okay.
Gavin, I'm thirsty. Can you get me a glass of water?
Relax for now. I'll take this call.
Gavin, can you show me around your house again? Gavin, what's wrong?
Gavin.
Amy.
Gavin, what's wrong?
Amy. Amy.
Why are you still hung up over her? Gavin. You're awake. I willingly gave myself to you last night. Let's just pretend nothing happened. I'll go home now.
I'm sorry. Impulsive. I'll do right by you.
What are you going to tell your parents?
I'll handle them. Accordingly. The engagement party will go on.
Gavin.
You're the best.
Amy.
Mrs. Baker Sr., you look much better today.
Feeling much better recently. All thanks to you, Jason.
It's fine, Mrs. Baker Sr. Your health has improved. The surgery can be done tomorrow.
Grandma. You'll recover soon.
Yeah. I'll be able to spend a few more years with you.
Years aren't enough. Grandma, stay with me.
For another 100 years. 100 years? I'll turn into an old witch. By then.
You'll be the prettiest witch.
Oh, is that so?
Am I pretty now? Okay.
I'll listen to you. I'll strive to live longer.
Grandma. We'll go on adventures together when you get better. We'll explore all the places we've talked about. Okay?
By the way, Amy,
I heard.
you have a fiancé. Named Yale. Does he treat you well? When are you bringing him to see me?
He treats kindly.
He'll be with you for surgery.
Tomorrow. Everything will be fine with Jason around.
All right.
Rest well, Grandma.
Okay. You two should go home too.
Rest well. Hey, Hugo.
Amy, the bakers have bought the land. I bought the shares on sale. You now hold % of them.
Thanks, Hugo.
You're welcome. Bad news, Mr. Baker.
Why so flustered?
Start construction on purchased land.
A month.
And it can't be sold or mortgaged for the next 5 years.
What? Is this message reliable? We don't have any money on hand and we're hoping to get back on track by selling the land. How will we manage the bank interest?
Over.
$1 million per month. If it can't be sold for 5 years?
Who told you that? Is it true?
Sure about it.
I checked. All the major companies are aware. All the bidders are leading firms. They have sufficient capital, retaining the land.
For 5 years won't be a big issue.
John, what should we do? We lack the money to build on such a large land. And we're unable to repay the substantial bank interest.
What should we do? What will happen to my engagement with Gavin if the Greens find out?
Keep this information from them at all costs. You and Gavin's engagement party must go on.
Mr. Baker, one more.
One more thing. Bush and tell me.
Investigated Mrs. Baker Sr.'s will. Your request. She has bequeathed inheritance to Amy.
What?
Didn't I tell you not to come here?
Ma'am, John and I know you've bequeathed everything to Amy. Why are you giving it all to a non-relative? It's my right to give
My assets to anyone I want. It doesn't concern you. You talked about making amends with Amy before.
Why call her an outsider now?
Mom, we did neglect Amy before and wanted to make up for it, but that's a separate matter. Shouldn't your possessions go to your closest family?
Ma'am, Belle is granddaughter. She's faced many hardships before returning to sympathize with her, want to make it up to her.
How could I not feel for her? As long as she gets along well with Amy, she will get her share of inheritance.
She kept causing trouble for Amy. You only care about Amy.
Mom, it's been tough for the company. I sold all my properties and finally bought a valuable piece of land, but I've been told that construction must start within a month and we can't mortgage or sell it for 5 years. I've borrowed from the bank and friends, but the monthly interest is over $1 million as we're facing cash flow issues lately. I'm unable to repay this debt. If you don't help us, we will be in deep trouble.
Had it not been for your neglect over the years, your absence during my illness, and your apparent desire for my demise, had you not deceived me,
Driven Amy away and caused so many problems over the years.
I would have helped, but now it's too late. You'll have to handle the fallout yourself.
Mom, the company will go bankrupt without your support. Do you want to drive us to our limit?
You're the ones who are driving me mad now. Scram.
Mom, what's wrong?
Drop the act. We're not done until you explain the inheritance.
Get lost, the two of you.
Don't talk to me again. I'll give it to whoever I want. Get lost.
You're unreasonable.
Enough of you. Get out. Leave now. Get lost. Scram. Okay, we're leaving.
Enough, enough. Head out first.
Need a minute.
Go!
Why are you here? Let me ask you one last time. Will you help?
Are you threatening me? Listen up. You wench.
Do you think you're something because I've been nice to you? Listen up. No choice. Help us.
Let go. Let me go.
You wench. I would have finished you off long ago if it weren't for John. What good are you? Company falling apart?
Apart? Help. I need help.
You wench. How dare you seek help? Calling for help. How does suffocation feel? Asking one last time. Help or not?
Let me go. Let go of me. Release me. Let me go.
Are you going to call Amy again? Do you want this? You won't get it. You wench, you still haven't suffered enough. Trick won't work on me.
Listen up.
Get the probate office. To change the will tomorrow and put all your assets in my name. Did you understand? Did you hear me? You're not dying, are you? This is on you, not me. It's not on me. It's not my problem. Hello.
What? I'll come over now. Hello. Jason. Grandma's in trouble.
Amy, calm down, I'll go over. Okay.
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Jason. How is she?
Is that so? Am I pretty? Okay.
I'll listen. I'll strive to live longer.
I'll turn into an old witch then.
Grandma. Wake up. We still haven't gone on a trip. I haven't introduced you to Yale yet.
How could you leave me, Grandma? Wake up, Grandma.
There's so much.
We haven't done. You promised you'd live a long life.
Grandma. It's all my fault.
If only I had.
Been by your side yesterday. Grandma.
Amy. Amy. Not your fault. Baker's fault. I checked. Baker's visited. Last night. You need. Stay strong. Mrs. Baker Sr. would be heartbroken to see you like this.
If the Bakers are truly responsible, I'll make them pay.
Help, I need help. You wench.
It's all my fault. Had I seen this earlier, Grandma would still be here.
Amy. You've already done enough.
F***CKU, Fiona. You'll pay for this.
Dear loved ones, welcome to my engagement party with Belle. Thank you for making time to celebrate with us. Please bear with us if we fall short. With that being said, let's feast.
This is absurd.
It's a joyous occasion for our son. Please smile. Stop frowning.
Shame. That Gavin ended up with a humiliation. Like her. I wouldn't have accepted her into our family. If it weren't for promise of half the land.
Exchanging an engagement for a few billion isn't a loss. If needed, we can always find an excuse to expel her later.
That's a good idea.
Let's witness the exchange of rings with the warmest applause
and the sincerest wishes.
Sean, did you miss me? Hey. Sean. Let's switch positions. Okay?
What's going on? Turn it off. Stop the video. Gavin. I can't explain.
Are you going to invent more reasons to claim you were coerced? You seemed eager and happy in the video. Bella, how old were you at that time? How old were you at that time? How could you be so vulgar?
Gavin. So, is this how you raised your daughter?
Shameless. Disgusting. Lisa. Belle.
Well enough to know. She wouldn't do something. Someone must have set her up.
Yeah. Swapping faces is all the rage now. The couple video must be someone else. The mastermind is out to ruin. Engagement party. Show yourself now, scum.
Mr. Baker, do you take us as fools? Isn't it obvious to you two that this is Belle? Can
Her face and voice be disguised?
Belle, explain yourself.
It's easy to make false accusations. I don't know who posted this. Or why it was shown during the ring exchange ceremony. Who's sabotaging my relationship with Gavin? Step up and face us if you have the guts. As my fiancé and soon-to-be family hasn't asked me about this before resorting. Striking me. Insulting parents. Is this how the Greens conduct themselves? How can you prove you're not in this video? How do you prove it's me? How could I not be aware if I had done such a thing? I know you don't like me. But Gavin and I are deeply in love. Did you deliberately fabricate the video to stop me from being with Gavin? You're absurd.
We're
Hosting the event today.
How could we sabotage it?
You're being so defensive. Did you do this and are trying to blame it on us? My family would be cursed had I done such a thing. How about you? Can you swear you didn't fabricate this video? You're insane.
Are you for real? You say the video is fake, but how would the culprit know that you have a mole on your chest?
It is you.
You took a vile oath
On your family to deceive us. You're truly an evil and heartless person.
your parents have.
Done job. So I'll discipline you today. How could you hit Belle? You shameless vixen. I'll expose your true colors today. Scram.
You be asterisk TCH, I'll expose your nasty side.
Don't you want to be seen? Now, let's show everyone just how vile you are. You wench.
Put all assets in my name. I didn't
Fiona is cruel.
It's fake. She did.
that to an old lady.
You! How could you do this?
John,
I can explain.
has Fiona killed Mrs. Baker Sr.? How could such a joyous event be complete without Grandma?
So it's you, Amy. I knew. All along. You were behind this. Why did you display your grandma's memorial photo at Belle's engagement party? Are you jinxing her or your grandma?
Shouldn't you display when grandma has died?
Don't be ridiculous. Where's your grandma? If she's hospitalized, visit her. After this ends, don't use your grandma's photo to intimidate us.
Shouldn't you be kneeling in remorse after grandma's photo? After all, you caused her death.
What? Did your grandma really?
Pass away?
John, don't trust her. She must have said this on purpose to claim the inheritance.
What are you doing? You be asterisk TCH. How dare you?
Amy, let go of us. Your grandma is part of the Bakers. It's up to the Bakers to punish us for our mistakes, not you. Who said my daughter can't do it? Mr. Lake, why are you here?
Who gave you the audacity to ask me that? When you were
Bullying my daughter?
You bullied Amy.
Time and again. But she put up with it because you raised her. Yet, you caused Mrs. Baker Sr.'s death. Despicable, vile.
Is Amy your daughter?
Yeah, Amy is part of.
Prominent Lakes.
That's impossible.
How is she the Lake's daughter?
You're doomed to have the nerve to mess with Amy. You people must pay the price for your actions this time.
We will stand behind Amy. Yes. Amy has my support too. Amy is not only the heiress of the Lake family, but also the recognized granddaughter of Mrs. Baker Sr. She's the rightful heir to the Baker's fortune. She is more entitled than any of you to seek justice for Mrs. Baker Sr.
Amy, what Fiona did was wrong. But the most important thing now is to give your grandma a proper burial. Let's address the rest later.
Make them beg for mercy.
Amy. We regret our actions. We never meant to bother Grandma. We never saw her death coming.
Yeah, we didn't want this to happen to Grandma too.
Amy. Tell them let me go, Mom. It's pointless to argue with Amy while she's upset. You should apologize to Grandma. If Amy wants. Amy.
I was wrong. Didn't intend to kill her. She was so fragile. Didn't want her to die. What benefit from her death? Wanted her to sell shares and help us. Amy. I erred.
Who called the police?
Me. Someone killed my grandma. Everyone present saw the evidence.
Yeah,
We saw Fiona hitting and insulting Mrs. Baker Sr.
causing her to die of trauma.
I testify it was Fiona who killed her.
Yeah,
She's the murderer.
Also, I'm filing a complaint against John and Fiona for threatening Mandy Lowe, staff at the probate office. Gone mad due to their actions. Take them away. Don't touch me.
Amy.
I was wrong. Ask release us.
Amy, spare me this time. I'm your grandma's only son. I'm grandma's son. I need to handle her funeral affairs.
Release my parents. I'm not guilty.
It's not our fault Mrs. Baker Sr. died of heart issues. I need my lawyer, Belle. Find a good lawyer.
You can come after me. My parents be.
Don't worry. It's your turn soon. I'll ensure you repay all you did. To Grandma and more. None of you will escape unscathed.
Take them away.
Belle, find a good lawyer.
You.
Let's go.
Dad.
Let's go.
Gavin. Get lost. If you harass him again, I'll hit you every time we meet. Let's go. What are you doing to my house?
Sorry, this villa.
Seized.
What's going on?
Ms. Baker, when will we get this month's salary?
The Bakers are well off. We won't withhold pay.
Yeah, your family is the best.
Do you want to intimidate us?
Claiming.
Heiress?
The one who's rich isn't you, it's Mrs. Baker Sr. I heard that man died because of you and her money went to Amy. Your parents were also arrested.
I heard you must pay more.
Million interest.
Monthly, which you can't afford. Look at yourself.
Do you look like an heiress now?
Your scandalous affair has gone viral.
How shameful. You seem demure. But have a wild side to you.
How dare. Have self-respect and settle.
Wages promptly.
Pay for this.
You bossed us around.
But now you're even worse off then.
Yeah, that's right.
This necklace is $100,000. Consider it as compensation.
Is your necklace counterfeit? What if necklace is fake? Are you trying to fool us with this fake item? You're full of schemes. Aren't you?
You need
Give us.
that bracelet.
Let's go.
Just you wait.
Bad news, Baker. New owner is here.
What? Parents still alive. Who dares?
To pose as them?
You. Are you the
New owner?
Amy? Your behavior is appalling. Grandma has only just passed away. Are you so eager to become the new boss?
I'm still the largest shareholder of this company even without the share transfer agreement.
Ms. Baker, take a look at this.
It was you.
Who bought the shares? I understand now.
You deliberately spread the news about the land's potential for huge profit.
Knowing parents
Would sell their shares.
Not too bad. Mr. York. Will you stay and work for me? Or will you leave with her?
I work for you, Ms. Lake.
Okay. Throw her out. And dispose of anything that is related to her.
Noted, Ms. Lake. Ms. Baker. Please leave.
Mr. York, don't push it. Dad paid you well.
He also frequently berated. He's been blaming me for everything during his recent setbacks. If I didn't have a family to feed and bills to pay, I would have quit long ago.
You.
Please leave.
Just you wait.
Why are you here?
How dare you act up in the police station?
That was how you slapped Grandma, right?
Help. I need help.
How does suffocation feel?
Savor it. Before you leave. Then, own up to your crimes. And reflect on them in jail. Be a better person. In your next life. Don't do evil deeds again, okay?
Do you hear me? Are you deaf? Amy, what do you want from me?
You will repay double for the slaps Grandma received. The suffering she endured, and how long. You pulled her ears.
Amy, you can't do this to me. I'm your mom.
Treating me this way will bring divine retribution. If that happens, it will hit you first.
Even if you don't acknowledge me, what about John? He is her biological son. Bella is her biological granddaughter. If she sees you putting her son in prison, trying to destroy bakers,
Grandma did have a son. He died shortly
after birth,
Grandpa didn't want her to be upset. So he adopted. Abandoned baby boy.
what?
Grandma never discovered that John wasn't her biological son. Despite
Knowing the truth.
Grandpa treated John as his own son all these years.
No. DNA test done.
Before coming here. John and Grandma are not biologically related.
That's impossible.
Please deal with her accordingly.
Please. Spare me. Please. Please have mercy on me. Please. I didn't mean to kill your grandma.
You're pleading with me.
Not out of guilt, but because you know your last hope is gone, Amy. We've spent 18 years together. Although I wasn't present much during those years, I truly considered you my daughter. It was the psychic's fault. He claimed that my daughters would be our bane and lead us to ruin, which was why we pushed you away and entrusted you to your grandma. I shouldn't have been superstitious.
As a child, I longed for you to visit and spend time with me. I couldn't understand why my parents didn't like me, no matter how hard I tried. It turns out it was all due to a psychic's words. He was accurate, though.
What do you mean?
Bella is the bane of your existence. Not me. She's the one who has led you to ruin.
What are you doing? Don't come near me. Mom, Mom, Mom. Mom, what happened? Did Amy do this?
We're doomed. Belle, we're done for.
Don't worry, Mom. Dad will definitely come up with a solution. By the way, Amy was behind the land issue. She's taken over as the top executive of the company with Grandma's will and has renamed it Sharp Corporation. I converted some jewelry into cash to rent a place. But it won't last me much longer. Creditors keep calling.
Belle, we're sorry for everything.
Don't be, Mom. It's all Amy's fault. Ensure she pays.
Belle, stop provoking Amy from now on.
Why?
Your dad isn't Mrs. Baker Sr.'s biological child. Amy won't let me off easily after I caused her grandma's death. She'll make my life, your dad's life, and your life miserable. You must never provoke her again.
How could this happen?
Remember my words. Don't provoke her. Amy will not hesitate to take us on. Now that she knows the truth, you must remember. Promise me, please.
Okay.
Where's the lawyer? Why isn't he here with you?
Mom,
Unsure if Amy warned the public or not, but no one is willing to help us.
That's Bella's adoptive mom. Following the chaos at the engagement party, Bella faced online bullying and debt collectors, which led to breakdown. Her adoptive mom took her in again.
are you hot, Belle?
Look,
I brought you food. Are you hungry?
Food?
Yes, here. Have a bite.
Ah.
She got what she deserved. Grandma, you shouldn't feel lonely anymore now that you're reunited with Grandpa. Don't worry. I'll take good care of myself.
Grandma, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Yale. I'm Amy's fiancé.
Grandma, this is Yale, the one I told you about. He treats me well. Grandma,
You and Grandpa can rest assured. I'll look after Amy. I promise to care for her, protect her, and cherish her always. My grandpa adores her too. My family has accepted her as my wife. She will not be mistreated.